Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. Glad you're here. Axel, my deepest apologies for being late. I had a not necessarily upset toddler, but a toddler that did not want to go to sleep. So it was a bit of a struggle to get her to get in bed and stay in bed. So I apologize. Yeah, that's my excuse. That is my excuse. Flesh and Dust, welcome. This stream is an hour earlier than I remember in past weeks. I do like that. Yes, that is daylight savings time, which is so much fun. It's a blast. It's a blast. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about daylight savings time. I absolutely love it having like everything shifted forward an hour, so it's like lighter later in the day. But it is kind of weird to be, having it be different times. Oh well, such is life. Such is life. Well, welcome everyone. Glad you are here. Let's get straight into it because we have got a lot that we're going to be working on today. The biggest thing being creating the boss. Finally, we're going to be creating little mini bosses that are going to be on, I still haven't decided if it's going to be every floor or just every other floor maybe. I don't know. But anyway, so basically the idea for the mini bosses is they will be somewhat harder to play against because instead of having an armor class that you're trying to get over, you're playing actual Blackjack with them. So yeah, that's kind of the way the mini bosses are going to work. Yeah, and so that's kind of where we're going. A floor boss is a good idea. Yeah, and that's where I'm kind of thinking maybe we do every floor because it will kind of act as a floor boss. So we'll see what happens there. We will see what happens, but yeah. So let's jump into it. Also, for anyone that may have noticed, I don't know if you would have, but if you'll notice down here in this, I can't show it with my mouse, but is there any way for me to highlight this? I don't think I can highlight it. Anyway, the spot in the bottom left corner where it says recent Twitch followers, I kind of broke things on my Twitch overlays. So for all of my recent Twitch followers, I apologize. Your name is not there. I was trying to fix some things and I ended up breaking things irreversibly. So that is why there are no names there for my recent Twitch followers, because I broke everything. Anyway, yeah, let's just jump into it. Okay, so creating the boss. We got some of the way there on Sunday night. There we go. Got some of the way there on Sunday night. So this is what we've got so far. So if we pull this up, new game, we'll just, I guess, well, we can just continue the game. We don't have to create a new game over that file. Okay, so then if we come over here, oh, now I'm gonna have to try and remember. It was like variable 81. Yeah, mini boss spawn. That looks really weird to have 3 S's all right there. But that's camel case for you. Okay, so room 22 is where the mini boss is spawning. So we technically got all of that taken care of. So like technically the mini boss, as far as the back end goes, is spawning. So if we head to room 22, that is a dead end. All right, let's go up and around. Axel says, you're a coder, you break things. That is very accurate, actually. There's a lot of things that I break. I try and fix them, though. After I break them, I do try and fix them. Not every time. Ooh, critical fail. Not good, not good. Wow, they really do not want me to get to room 22, do they? Just keep giving me dead ends, lots of monsters, and just not a good time. All right, so if we go down one more, and I think over one? Oh, never mind. Room 22. Ooh. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. That monster should not be there. He should not be there. Okay, well, there's a bug. So I'm going on to the next screen. So aside from the monster being there, that's kind of what the vibe I'm looking for. It, like, the room will just kind of be gone. We may update that eventually, but for now, like, the room just kind of disappears. And the reason for that is because we need as many picture layers as possible, because if you're playing Blackjack against someone, they are also going to be drawing cards, and we need a lot of picture layers for the cards. So that's how that's going to be. So right now the idea is I just hide the background and it'll just be a graphic of, I'm kind of thinking you're going to be battling other mages. So there'll be just the mage graphic, and then you will draw your cards and they'll draw their cards and yada, yada, yada. Anyway, the bug though is this guy right here, the slime, is showing up because it's not actually erasing this image layer when we transfer screens. Right? Yeah, because he's not animated anymore, because he's not supposed to be there. Okay, so let's fix that. First and foremost, I gotta make sure I actually document it, because I feel like I haven't documented many things, especially when it comes to bugs, when they just pop out of nowhere, because I'm just like, I just want to jump in and fix it. So, bug. Monster image layer not erasing when entering boss room. There we go. Let's go fix that. So, when we move over, so all the movement's being taken care of in here. Reveal next room. Okay, if player location equals mini boss spawn, erase room / decor, but we also need to erase monster. What image layer is the monster on? Oh boy, what is happening? Here we go. Okay, cards, monster animation. So that is changing image layer 39. Easy enough. Just come in here, 37, 38, and 39. Cool. Now, with any luck, I worry about... Here's the problem with the saved games. I worry about if I make changes and have a saved game, if it's actually going to reflect those changes or not. So let's come over here, and we'll say 81, so room 27. So if we move down... down one more, and we've got to move over eventually. Come on, let me go to the left. On this next one, let me go to the left. There we go. I think we have to move over and then up. $28. Okay. Ooh, this would actually probably be a good test for the dice as well. Do the dice disappear? They do. Fantastic. And on this side, okay. And on this side, let's see if there's a monster. Fingers crossed. Of course there's not. Okay, well, we can't test that. Let's try one more spawn and just see what happens. Wait. Axel says, I bought a Game Boy Micro. I don't think I've ever even heard of a Game Boy Micro. What is that? Game Boy Micro. Oh, okay. I do know a Game Boy Micro. I always wanted a Game Boy Micro. They play like Game Boy Advance games, right? It's a Game Boy that's very small. Well, I could kind of gathered that from the name of it. But yeah, don't they take like the Game Boy Advance cartridges? If I remember right. Or is it a new thing? Holy smokes! Okay, yeah, Game Boy Micro, Game Boy Advance. Okay, yeah. $260. That's a lot of dollars for a Game Boy. Do you like it though? Is it a good time? Is it worth having? Flesh just says, how many floors do you intend to have? Well, that is a great question, and ultimately we can have as many as we want because the floors are all just randomly generated, so I don't know. As of right now, kind of what I'm thinking, story-wise anyway, is each mini-boss is going to be one of the fellow mage students that you were studying with under the tutelage of Versilius. And so kind of the idea is that the mages that you are going in and fighting, some of them will kind of be a little bit more open to listening to what you have to say. And then we'll also like convey some of the story, some background and stuff like that. Others will just, they are completely sworn to Versilius and they are just there to kill you. And obviously you need to try and not be killed by them. So it's kind of however many bosses we feel we will need to get the story across. So at least a few dozen, I would say. And that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know if we want to have mini bosses on every single floor, because there's probably going to be parts in the story, and I haven't made any of this story yet, so I don't, it could go any way. But yeah, the idea is there would be parts in the story where you're not necessarily finding just mini bosses, but you're also finding other things throughout the dungeon specific to the story. I don't know. We're gonna have to get there. So it could be as many or as few as we want. And then there's also the potential for, I may also do like some different game modes. So you've got the storyline, right? And then I'm also kind of thinking about you would just have like, I don't know, game modes for like how far, like how many floors can you make it in the tomb before you die, or something like that. It's like challenges, basically. So yeah, so maybe not necessarily game modes, but challenges. So yes, there'd be challenges where you are just trying to go as far as you can until you die, kind of thing. Axel says it's about twice the size of a Game Boy game. Oh, well. Physically, like the physical cartridge is bigger than that. I got mine for 80 at Game Exchange. That sounds like a pretty sweet steal of a deal, because yeah, when I just checked Amazon, they were $260. So yeah, that's not bad then. That is not bad at all. Okay, so 81, room 40. Let's go get room 40, and let's hope and pray that there's going to be a monster on the outside of room 40, so we can just make sure that that's working. I ran into a dead end. I'll send you a picture of it on Discord. Sounds like a plan. 360 Sniper, hey mate, I'm back once again for another stream. Welcome, welcome. Glad you are here. You made it pretty early to the stream. I was even late, so you made it even earlier to the stream than you are probably thinking. Gosh, I can't even do my own puzzles. How you been? I have been doing fantastic. Yeah, busy with life and stuff in general, but in general, doing fantastic. How about you? How are you doing? Of course there's no boss. Of course there's no... Okay, there's another... Wait, did I get damaged with that? No, I didn't get damaged with that. Hold up now. Because I just rolled a nat 1. All right, hold up. I'm watching the stream right now. Okay, it's too far ahead. Never mind. I was gonna check and see. I swear I rolled a nat 1 and didn't get damaged. Oh, here would be a good test to see if it gets rid of that. Okay, it gets rid of that. Now let's see if there's a monster up above. Please be a monster up above. Of course. 360 Cypher says, that's good to hear. I've been doing well. Good to hear, good to hear. I also got some news about a game. Wait, you got some news about a game. Well, tell us this news. What news do you have about a game? Okay, I know this is getting very redundant, but I really need to see if this actually fixed the bug. I guess... What am I doing with my life? I can literally manipulate the variables right here. Okay, so room 34. So if we do this... I'm so stupid. Holy smokes! 2 trap rooms, one after another. Okay, well okay, alright, here we go. Alright, well never mind, I don't have to manipulate the variables, we're good. Okay, so if we come over here, as long as we can get this, that's close. Hey, there we go. Okay, cool. So that bug is fixed. I am like 99% sure though. I'm 99% sure. I may be wrong. But I need to check and see with the dex saving throw. Saving throw, there we go. If saving throw random anim equal to 1. Okay, yeah. If you're not equal to 1. Okay, I must have just missed it or something like that. So I think we're good. Let's see. So another friend of mine decided to combine a very hard permadeath game with a game called Ultra Kill. And today we were able to talk to a game maker, and he himself is working on the project with us. That is absolutely fantastic. And apparently Axel absolutely loves Ultra Kill. I must be out of the loop. Ultra Kill. What is this? Ultra Kill is a fast-paced, ultra-violent retro FPS combining the skill-based style scoring with character action games with unadulterated carnage. That sounds like a good time. How have I never heard about this? Huh. Well, I'm going to need to add that to my wish list. That sounds like a good time. Well, I'm excited to see what gets created, what kind of stuff you got going on. So yeah, you'll have to keep us all in the loop because that sounds like an absolute blast. From what I saw, it kind of seems like the game that would be right up my alley. So yeah, absolutely keep us updated. Okay, so let's see, where was I? Okay, so it draws the cards. Yes, that's right. We need to draw the boss cards now. We need to actually create the gameplay, right? That's what we're doing, creating gameplay. That's right, that's where we stopped off. So we're setting the variables for the mini boss. So it draws a random card between 1 and 13. Yes. Okay, cool. There we go. Let's see. Axel says, have you ever thought of playing games on stream instead of just making one? Funny you should ask that. So I used to. I was playing Path of Exile 2. So before I got my job. So I got a job. So for anyone who isn't aware, I got laid off last November, and I was without a job until beginning of last month, so February. And that is kind of why I started streaming. Like I was working on this already, and then I was like, if I start streaming it, maybe it could be a good time. So I started streaming this, and then my wife was like, you need to do more than just streaming game dev. No one's gonna want to watch that. You should actually probably start doing gameplay too. So I started doing gameplay, and it was great. It was fun. But that was back when I could stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I was able to, or maybe I was just doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Now I can't remember. Actually, no, I was doing 5 days a week. I was doing 5 days a week from like 10 a.m. to like 2 or 3 p.m. So that's what I was doing. But then when I got a job, couldn't really do that anymore, and I needed to cut back on the streaming because I'm like, well, I also need to spend time with my family and do other things outside of just work and streaming. So yeah, so haven't really taken time to actually see if I can reincorporate gaming, but maybe I will. Maybe we'll see. I would absolutely love to get back into playing games also on stream. So even if it was just like 1 day a week, well, we'll see. I don't know. Right now, I'm just kind of like only having the 3 days to stream game dev. It already seems like I get so little done. And I was like, well, if I take another stream day to play games, then I'm getting even less done. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Let's see. Axel. Oh, wait, no. 360 Sniper says the main idea of it's basically combining a hard permadeath RPG with parrying and synergies of Ultra Kill. All right. All right. No, that sounds like a good time. I would really enjoy playing that. And Ultra Kill on its own is really fun. It honestly looks like it. Axel says, oh yeah, by the way, I'm Hunter Inc. 82 right now for scribing purposes. Man, you are just cranking out those levels. I'm impressed. You could do gameplay, one stream, and game dev the rest. Yeah, I have considered that. I guess I was literally just saying that. So yeah, I have considered it, and I might, yeah, where I just do 2 days, and yeah. The other thing I was kind of thinking about is so on Monday nights, so the reason why I don't stream on Mondays, so last night, is because I have a weekly gaming night with my brothers and uncles, and we play like Counter-Strike and Valorant and basically just a bunch of 5v5 shooters. And yeah, I have considered maybe treating that night as another stream night and just streaming that so that there's like a little bit more to stream. I don't know, maybe. it's been a thought, possibly. I think game dev is more important than being a Let's Player. Yeah, and that's kind of where, so I have also tried my hand at streaming strictly gameplay. So I had another channel a while ago. I say a while ago, but I mean, I still have the channel. It's like my main YouTube channel that is my YouTube account. Anyway, I tried streaming and uploading and stuff like that on that channel. Did not work out. I think it was over the course of I'll just say this. I have tried for years on that channel, not consistently, but years trying to, make it with that channel. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it was back in 2014 or something like that when I created that channel. And again, it wasn't consistent, but I think I uploaded 100 or 200 videos of different series and live streams and stuff like that. And I have already surpassed the amount of subscribers on this channel as what I had on that channel. So, yeah, it is definitely much harder to build a name for yourself doing just Let's Plays, because tens, if not hundreds of thousands of other people are doing it. And so trying to find a niche in the market with just Let's Plays, very, very difficult to do. So the game dev streaming is a much easier target to actually go for and kind of build off of, because there aren't as many. There's still lots of people doing game dev streaming, and there are many who are way better than me. But it's yeah, so it makes it a little bit easier. But yeah, I absolutely do love playing the games though, and I would like to, I don't know, do something like that again, even if it's just peppered in with, what we've got right now, which is game dev most of the time, and then sometimes doing gameplay. Something else I would also really enjoy doing, I don't know if/when I'd be able to do something like this, would be being able to have game nights where a bunch of us can get together and play games together. I think that would be a lot of fun. So again, I don't know if/when that would happen. I don't know. I'm very booked up in terms of schedule, but if I could ever make it work out, I think it'd be a lot of fun. I think it'd be a good time. So, yeah. But to be fair, anyone who is a part of the Discord server already knows how very little I am on there. And, yeah, it's just, I feel like I have no time. It's good. It's a good time to have no time. So anyway, yeah, the amount of time that I dedicate for these streams is basically all of the free time that I do have. Ah, crap, that's what I was worried about. Just as a really quick, I'm making the back of a card, because as the mini boss is playing, if you've ever played Blackjack, you know that when the dealer draws their cards, one is face up, the other's face down. So we do need a face down card to use. So I'm not gonna go anything too crazy. I think I'm just gonna do a simple checkered back, probably something like this. But let's do this. Ooh. There we go. All right, let's see. I feel like I have missed a lot. I think game dev is more important. Yep. If you want to play Minecraft, I've been wanting to make a server. I'll have to figure that out. That would be a lot of fun. I do enjoy Minecraft. It is a good way to just kind of veg out. I am definitely not a Minecraft player that goes crazy with my builds or anything like that. I'm a very calm, easygoing Minecraft player. So if you ever do start streaming games, I very much recommend playing Ultra Kill, because because of its unique mechanics and levels, along with it also having super cool weapons and secrets. It sounds a lot like a game that I tried playing on my other YouTube channel called what was that game called? For some reason my brain keeps saying Ultra Hot, but that's a VR game. Oh man, what was that game called? I'm gonna have to pull this up really quick because I cannot remember it. But it sounds very reminiscent of the game that I played, which I absolutely loved playing this game. Channel. Wait, there we go. View channel. Playlists. Oh, where is it? Subnautica. Yeah, here, I played a lot of very random games. I'm not going to list off all of the different playlists. Desync. Desync is the name of the game. Absolutely loved playing Desync. I feel like it's almost kind of like that. I haven't watched any trailers for Ultra Kill, but Desync, if you've never played it or heard of it, it is a very like high octane shooter game with like lots of really cool weapons, an amazing soundtrack. Like the soundtrack of Desync is so good. But yeah, I feel like playing games like that might be kind of fun. I would probably suck at it because when it comes to high stakes, high pace gameplay, I am usually not great. I'm not terrible, but I'm not great. So people might find it more annoying than anything to watch, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe it would be good. Your subscriber boom is due to your game dev stuff rather than playing games everyone else also plays. That is 100% true. Yeah, like I was saying, it's the niche of trying to do let's plays versus game dev stuff. So much more difficult. Yeah, because I guess I could have literally just checked while I was in here. Let me pull this up. What am I doing with my life? There we go. That's the button I meant to hit. Let's see. Yeah, because I created my YouTube channel in 2010, and over the course I kind of stopped. It's like my last upload on that channel was, I guess that was just a year ago, but it was a year ago and I got 38 views over the course of a year. Most all the time it was like 29 views, 31 views. But yeah, so over the course of, what would that be, like 14 years, I uploaded 325 videos and I got 451 subscribers. And that was me pushing hard on those rare occasions where I actually would go like a month or two actually pushing hard, where I was like, I am going to do this. I'm going to become like the best YouTube gamer ever. And then like a month or two later, I'd be like, this is a really difficult thing to do. I'm not doing this actually. Never mind. Pull the plug again. And then I'd go a couple of years and then I'd, make sure that I uploaded 50 videos and went crazy, and then I'd lose it again. So yeah, trying to make a name for yourself in Let's Plays. I'm not saying that it's impossible. I'm just saying it is extremely difficult because there are hundreds of thousands of other people out there across dozens of platforms doing the exact same thing you are. And so trying to find that way to stand out, finding that niche, really difficult. I kept thinking to myself back then when I was trying to, become a YouTuber back then, doing Let's Plays, I was like, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to, basically my idea, I was like, okay, I'm trying to think about how to word this. I was like, okay, if I try really hard and I play the newest games, everyone's going to have to come watch me because I'm playing the newest games. It's going to put me at the top of the charts. No, that is not how that works, because thousands of other people are also playing the newest games and they already have an audience. So anyway, that's there's my randomness. Oh, Claire like a cat says, liar, you are great at games, even high stakes. I appreciate that. I truly do. It depends. It depends on the high stakes game. Some of them I am decent at and others not so much. Not so much. Anyway, yes, Flesh Dust, you are 100% correct. If I was just doing Let's Plays, I would definitely not be in the position I'm in right now. So, which is why I decided the game dev stuff would be best, because I was like, there's a niche that there are thousands of other people doing this, But I would rather go up against thousands of other people versus hundreds of thousands of other people. So 360 Sniper says, I think if game nights end up happening, I would do it once every other week, replacing one stream with a game night. Yeah, I think it would be a lot of fun. Plus, I don't know. It'd be kind of fun to have a bunch of us streaming the same games as we're all playing together. Could be a good time. Flesh Dust says, I would focus on doing one thing well, then two things less well. Yeah, 100% agree. And that's why when I had to change my focus and my schedule, I was like, I'm going to focus on the game dev still. I was, even at the time when I got my job, this was a few hundred subscribers ago on my YouTube channel. And I was like, I guess at that point I could have been like, hey, I've got 300 subscribers now. I could just start doing Let's Plays. And yeah, it probably would fall off because the main focus of my channel is game dev. And so the YouTube algorithm is already kind of pushing it toward people who would want to see game dev stuff. And so if suddenly I just stopped doing game dev stuff and I just did Let's Plays, the channel would die and we would be no more. So yeah, we're gonna stick with the game dev stuff for now. I don't know, maybe if eventually gets to the point where I could have more time to be doing more streaming, maybe I'd make a second channel for Let's Plays or something like that, or just, I don't know, streaming gameplay in general. I don't know. For now, we're going to stick with the game dev stuff and call it good. But maybe every now and then, if time would be permitting, we can do some game nights or something like that. So, all right, let's see here. So I made the card. Here we go. It's coming here. So what do we need to do? We need to show the cards as they draw. So what image layers do we have to work with? Common events, pictures, we've got. So the POV is 37 through 48. So 37 is the room. So that's going to be the enemy, the mage, the mini boss. So 38 will be the first card. Let's do that. So how do we want this to look? Obviously, again, we're not going to have everything be set in stone right now because we will eventually make this look and feel better. This is just to get the bare bones, the base laid out, the foundation, if you will, and then we'll kind of go off there. 2 seconds. I am going to blow my nose really quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Okay, so we need to draw 2 cards. Where are we going to put those cards? That is a great question. Let's do this. We're going to resize to 400%. We're going to merge that, copy that, and come over here. That's the size of the card, huh? There's kind of a little part of me that's wondering if we need to redo the UI. Is this actually going to be able to do what we need it to do? Or do we need a better feel? Better look and a better feel? I don't know. We'll make it work for now. For now, we will stick with it. We're gonna make it work. It's gonna be all right. Okay, so we're just gonna do this card back. That is what we got. So I'm thinking if we show the card. Let's see. 360 Sniper says, I'll be right back. See you again soon. Oh, sorry. Yep. Farewell. Farewell. See you soon. Thousands of others are making games. Yes, but nobody else is making the same game as you. So you are unique in this. That is actually very inspiring and feels really good to hear. So thank you. That's I actually really like that flesh dust. Thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, that's a good point. I never really thought about it like that. But yeah, like if you're doing Let's Plays, you're going up against hundreds of thousands. If you're making games, you're going up against thousands. But no one else is making this game, so I'm the only one. Well, there you go. Freaking... I don't think I'm going to be able to top that kind of inspiration tonight, so everyone else take that as you will. Axel says, a jack of all trades is a master of none, but is often more better than a master of one. That's fair, that's fair. I can see that happening. I feel like I'm far from a jack of all trades, though. So, or a master. Make it the Tov title thing. Oh, like on the back here. I do kind of like that, actually. We may actually, we might do that. We might do that. Let me pull that up. Tov logo. That's the one. Gonna be too big on the card, though. If we make this 400%, oh yeah, that's pretty big. Code Red, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Glad you're here. How are you doing today? / this evening, wherever you may be. So it's a little bit too big. Yeah, I'll figure out something to put on the back here. For now, it's just going to be extremely basic, but eventually we will figure something out, I'm sure. We will make it work. So, I'm kind of thinking we basically line these cards up kind of like how the players' cards are lined up, right? And they will just go... do a card here, and then a card that flips. Yeah, we might do that. 378%? Oh, instead of the full 400? Yeah, but I need it to be pixel perfect. I can't be doing random numbers. Because yeah, I mean, if we did 378, I mean, we could get it to almost fit. That's the thing, is as soon as we try to get it to fit, it just will not be pixel perfect. And that is something I want to try and avoid. I want to try and make it not look like I'm just resizing things willy-nilly here and there kind of stuff, you know? Code Red says, what engine are you using? I am using RPG Maker MV. So this is the engine we're using. And yeah, it's a good time. It is a good time. Sometimes the engine is just a little bit too constrictive and it becomes a little bit more annoying than it should. But yeah. So RPG Maker MV is what we're using. What happened to the tablet-looking cards? Yes, I probably went over that before you got on the stream on Sunday. Maybe. So I don't know. When I was going through these, I kind of liked the look of them, but also kind of not. It was kind of like, they're fine. I don't know. There just wasn't something quite right about them. So I was like, I think I need to go back to the actual card looking, well, cards. So that's what I did. I don't know. They'll probably change again at some point in time, but yeah, that's what I decided to go with. So yeah. Code Red says, I'm making a deck builder like you. That is absolutely fantastic. What engine are you using? Flesh just says, no more tablets, no more calling Yu-Gi-Oh! Masters from hell. That's right, no more tablets, just cards. I also just realized I did not didn't resize that thing, so we're gonna go with 400%. There we go, and save. Cool. Code Red says Unity. Very nice. I've always wanted to learn Unity and just never have, and I don't know if I ever will, because this is just a hobby for me, a part-time thing, if you will, and so spending the time to learn all of Unity is maybe just a little bit more, but that is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, so you're making a deck builder. Is it like what kind of cards is it that you are building into your deck? Are they like monster cards, hero cards, item, weapon cards, that type of thing? Axel says, so you mean just Yu-Gi-Oh monsters? Yes, exactly. 360 Cypher says, I'm back, boys. Code Red, I think I've seen you once before. I believe, if I remember right, and maybe I'm wrong in this, Code Red, I think you've joined like either one of the live streams or maybe like commented on one of the videos or a short like a long while ago, like a month or two ago. I don't know, the Code Red sounds familiar. Sounds familiar. I actually kind of want to, this is going to be a little bit of a side tangent. If I come in here, see all. I think if I come all the way back, and maybe not, maybe I am just not even gonna be right at all. Starting to think maybe I'm not right at all. Oh. Yeah! Wait. Holy crap, is this a different Code Red? I think this is someone with your same name. Oh my gosh. Code Red. There's another... I have 2 accounts. Okay. I was like, that is wild that we would have 2 Code Reds. That makes so much more sense. Okay. Whew. I thought for sure I was like, that's crazy that we've got 2 Code Reds in the community now. All right. Yes. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. All right. So, oh wait. Super Sentai. Is that what you're meaning with your deck builder? Or am I misunderstanding what you're saying? Okay, so we need to have the cards show. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the cards show somewhere like, I don't know, here-ish. And then we're going to go, let's move the card like, I don't know, 70 pixels? 60? Let's go 60. 60 pixels. And then you're going to move, no, not 60. 30. Whoops. And you move you back that way. Oh my gosh. All right, come on. Let's center these back up again. Okay, so 30, so maybe 40. 40 pixels? Will that be good? 40? Oh, that's too far spread out. How far do these things go? They move 40 total. Okay, all right. Well then, never mind. We need to move you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move you 20. Okay, yeah, something like that. Cool. So we are going to show card number 1. This is going to be showing at 620, 364. Show picture 620, 364. Just so I don't forget. And then you were going to be 38, right? Because 37 was going to be the mini boss. I believe so. Okay, so you're going to be card 0. But I'm now realizing the card that needs to be on top needs to be the higher number. Okay, so you're going to be card 47? Is that all the POV image layers I have? POV goes up to 48. Do I need to reserve 48 for something, though? I think I might. Let's see. So if 37 is the boss, then we've got 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. Of course it's 10. I'm so stupid. All right. Let's see. Super Sentai is the short I commented on. Okay. All right. Yep. That's right. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure I recognize your name, but yeah, that makes so much more sense. You've got a second account. Well, I'm glad you're here, even with your second account. So, thank you for being here. Okay, so 47 is going to be card 0, and you're gonna start there, and then we're going to move image layer 47. And you're going to be 620. Oh my gosh. 620. We're gonna move you up to, let's move you up, I don't know, 12? 16? Yeah, 16 should be all right. So you are 364. Oh, let's see, to move up, we need to go down on the Y coordinates. So 350, 348 would be moving 16. All right, move that in 30 frames. But I need to do 46 first. I am now realizing. Okay, so 46. And then that is going to be at... That's 40 over from there. So 620, that would be 660. And then 46 would be 660. Okay, so it moves the first card, which is technically the second card that doesn't flip. It moves it up. When it finishes, it moves the top card up. And as soon as that finishes, we're going to move 47. And we're going to say the width come down to, I don't know, 5%. The height, let's go up to like 110. We're going to do this in 15 frames. And then as soon as that finishes, we then need to show the image, but we need to show it with variables, otherwise it's going to be absolutely terrible. So the draw card, show image, that is what we need. So it moves the image, so this is basically going to be kind of the animation to make it look like it's flipping around, and hopefully it actually looks like it's flipping around. So this is going to be image layer 47. Crap. Cancel. This is going to be image layer 47. It's going to be card plus we need it to be 501. Yes, 501 plus dash plus 511. We're going to show you at 620 and 348. We're going to show you 5% width, 110% height, 255 opacity, 0. Okay, there we go. And then after that, we will then move the card back to 100% width and 100% height. And then we will just wait for a whole bunch of frames just to make sure that actually worked okay. And let's just wait 60 frames to actually draw those cards. We'll see what that looks like. I think I have everything that we need here. Pretty sure. The one thing we don't have, we need these image easing things. So we need 47 and 46. We do need to adjust. Oh, we need to adjust this. Okay, so it moves the card. So it shows the card, moves it up. When it stops going up, we need to do quadric in. And then for here, we're going to do quadric out. So that's going to be, it adds image easing, right? So obviously the plugin is called picture easing. So it makes it so that when the card slides up and in, it doesn't just go at a linear pace and then stops. It'll like come in fast and then slow down as it comes to its spot. And the same thing here with, so this quadric in will make it so it starts flipping slowly and then gets faster as it gets toward the middle. And then when it gets here and then changes it and then it flips again, still going at the same speed and then slows down as it flips. You'll see as we get there. So let's see. Here we go. So let's come in here and we will see what happens. Axel, I just lost to a boss that would have given me a full level. Oh man, that sucks. I'm sorry. Were they just that crazy of a boss that they would give that much? Because if so, that's crazy. Or are you that close to leveling up and the boss was going to be that final last one to finally be able to actually level up? Flesh just says, image easing, interesting. Yes, this has actually become one of like my favorite plugins for RPG Maker is this image easing script. It just makes things just feel so much more clean. The thing that I'm really sad about though is that RPG Maker MZ, so that's like the updated version of this engine, they have picture easing built in, and it is very sad because I wish that it was built into RPG Maker MV because I absolutely love it. I think it just makes things look so much more polished when it's used correctly. And yeah, I wish that it had it built in, but it doesn't. So, oh well. All right, here we go. Let's see. I am just realizing though, I think the HUD is going to show up over the images. So that's going to kind of suck, but we can still kind of get a general idea how it's going to feel. Huh. All right. It's trying to load card 5-1. I think I have that reversed. Yeah, I have that reversed. Okay. First of all, let's do this. We need to do, you are going to move in 20 frames, so 20 and 20. You are going to flip in 10 frames and 10 frames, and then you are variable not 501. You are 511, and you are 501. Cool. Now, we do need to get rid of that HUD, because we do not want the HUD there. I don't know where we're going to put the HUD. Which is kind of where I'm kind of coming back to the same thought of, do we need to redo the whole UI? I really hope we don't, but we might need to. Maybe. I don't know. We'll get there. We will get there. So here's what I'm thinking though. Mini boss draws. So this is just when the mini boss is drawing. Oh man, how are we going to do this the best? So I think if you come in here, so if mini boss spawn is on, okay, so we have another switch. That's not a switch. That is a variable. Mini boss spawn is equal to player location. That makes more sense. So do all of that. Okay, okay. And then, yada, 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 turn on mini boss draws. Okay, so, so here's what we're gonna do. At the end here, so mini boss draws is on. At the end here, we're going to say, turn on switch, mini boss mode. We'll just call it mini boss mode. Turns on mini boss mode, and then you, if mini boss mode and mini boss draws is on, go here. That way we can say, if just switch 62 is on, hide the monster HUD. So let's come over here. Yes, 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 yada, yada, yada. Chemistry Nick, hello, hello, welcome. Glad you're here. Glad you could join. How's your day going? Hopefully it's going well for you. Axel says he's called Jim Dihad, and he was of the tempered rank. I'm going to assume that is a very high and difficult rank. Well, 1, because it would have given you level up, 2, because he killed you, and 3, because it sounds like a very difficult and high rank. So that sounds pretty intense. I need to play this game so bad so that I can actually understand. Flesh just says the problem is that you made the UI without the thought of bosses using cards, and now the bosses will use cards. It changes everything. Yeah, it's sad, honestly, because yeah, it's I never Okay, I don't want to say I never thought that we would have bosses. I just didn't think we would implement them like this, but I feel like this would be the most fun way to implement bosses. So I'm kind of like, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I may need to redesign some stuff, but I think for now this will work. You could have a different UI for bosses than regular enemies, and I have thought about that. That's kind of why I went in the direction of like not showing the room when you're in with the bosses. We will also see if that sticks or not. Maybe. So yeah, it may require a let's go back to the drawing board kind of thing. So we'll see. 57 is, oh wow, okay, so if I go 1 to the left, we are in the mini boss room. Okay, so before we do that though, let's come over. Actually, let's do this. Let's go find a monster. Thank you. Okay, now I know you can't see this, so let's not close, but like unfull screen that so you can see what I'm doing. We are going to edit these HUD elements. So let's pull that up and we are going to hide everything else that's not currently being shown. Geo slime. Okay, so condition. This shows if switch 13 is equal to true. And game switches equal to that. Switches, yada yada. So if we come all the way to the end, we're gonna say and game switches. Oh crap, what switch was that? 62. If 62 is false, then it will show. Copy that. Fresh. Cool. And then all we have to do is come through here, and with text 5, we're going to say conditions, go to the end, paste, refresh. HP bar, condition, go to the end, paste, refresh. Image gauge, end, paste, refresh. AC bar, end, paste, refresh. Image gauge, go to the end, paste, refresh. This text, and last but not least, 1. So the amount of damage it does. Okay, so that should hide the HUD elements when you are on the boss screen. So let's come up over here. All right, let's see what happens. It's not great, but it's not terrible. So this would give you a general idea that, you know, I've got 12 and he's got 10. So yeah, there we go. Cool. Okay, so that is what we've got. It's good enough. It is good enough. So what's the next thing we need to do? This is where I'm almost like, we need to still redo some more of the design, because now you're having to like add up what your score is. Not that that's like the end of the world, it just is different from how the rest of the game goes, where it's just automatically adding up everything for you, so it's kind of a frustration. I don't know. For 12, 15... 19. Yeah. So at this point. Okay, so this point, so you can draw up to. But then we need to make it so when you click attack, it's no longer going to be attack though. Ugh, excuse me. But we will make it so these buttons actually change when you're in the mini boss, because obviously attack is not what you're going to be doing. It's what's the proper blackjack term? Staying? Is that what it is? Staying? You're going to stay your hand? Whatever it is, that is what, like, you're like, all right, I'm locked in, we're good to go. And then that's when the monster would do its thing. So with that, we need to make it so that over here. Stand? Okay, stand, not stay. Yes, stand. So yes, stand is going to be replaced. So attack is going to be replaced with attack. That's the one. Attack is going to be replaced with stand. That is what I was meaning. Chemistry Dick says, it's good. Yesterday we had a Polish attempt exam. Today math and tomorrow English. Sounds like an absolute blast. Sounds like a good time. Yeah, so much fun. So many exams, so much studying. I hope that's all going well for you, though. I'm using a weapon called a hunting horn, so I'm joining SOS flares. When I start a quest, you can throw it out and people join and buffing/healing them. That is a good way to go about it. Flesh of Dust, I stand up my Vanguard. I mean, my 8 of Clubs. Exactly. So here's where we need to adjust the current system. We've got draw and attack. So what we need to do is when you click the attack button, we need it to not... Okay, so here's what we need to do. So current room monster is greater than 0. Current total value, card total value is greater than monster AC. We don't want to check for that. So basically what we need to do is say conditional branch if the switch mini boss mode is on. We're doing this. So if mini boss mode is on, when you click that, then we are going to control switches, turn on stand. Stand. Oof, I cannot type. Stand. Turn on stand. And then we're going to exit event processing. And then over here, if stand is on, that way you can't draw, you can't attack, you can't do anything like that. And then over here, when stand is on, this is when the mini boss will actually do the rest of their drawing. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to say they then need to flip their second card. So we're going to do basically grab here through here. Copy that. Paste that there. Parallel process. So when you stand, maybe we don't wait. Here we go. Just doing that really quick just because. Yeah, anyway. But this is not going to be 47. This is going to be 46. 46. 46. I do need to also adjust. I need to adjust more than just this, but I'm just making sure that I change the image layer on everything just to make sure. Okay, so this is currently showing at 660, 348. So let's do... Yeah. 660, 348. So you're going to move... Wait, we don't need that. Why do I have that? So 660, 348. And 5, 110. Okay. And you're going to show 512-502. 1, 660, 538, 348, excuse me. 6, and then you are going to be 660. Okay, so that is flipping the card around. It does kind of put it below again, though. Maybe that's going to look weird. I don't know. Maybe it will. Yeah, Mr. Nick says, especially that we write them for 2 hours, so half of periods are skipped. That is an extremely long time. Ugh. I'm not a fan of exams, so just thinking about that, 2 hours of an exam, not a good time. Not at all. Is that gonna look weird? I guess the only way we can really do this is if we come over here and we test it out. Why do I keep doing just 99? I need enough frames to just have it pause. So, okay. So let's give this a try. New game, save file, yes, next, yada, yada, yada. All right, the boss is in room 7. That is a horrible spawn point. I'm going to do that again. Please be closer. I'm at 4, so help me if it is a far ways away. 16 is not that bad. 12, 18, 17. Here we go. Ready? We come over here. It draws the cards. Okay, therefore, now if we do attack, which is stand, which we will create new buttons. So if we stand, then it should flip this card over. That's well. Should I? Here's what we're gonna do. It's going to be a very weird and convoluted way to do this, but this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna say, because 37, right? Yes. So you are 37, and you're 38. 37, 37, 38, 38, 38. So the idea is I'm going to make it so that the card on the bottom, so card number 2, is going to get, it's going to basically get pulled out, flipped, and then go on top. So what we're going to do is if this card is currently 38 and then the card below is 37, when 37 gets pulled out and then starts flipping, it then is going to swap the 2 image layers. Yeah, gonna swap them. We'll see how that goes. I don't know how that's gonna go, but we're gonna see. This is 37, 37, 37, 37. Okay, so it does all of that, and then this is right before. Yes, we're gonna say copy paste. So now this is where it's gonna do the switcheroo. So this is going to be 36. Nope, this is going to be 37. So 37 now becomes 511, 501. And then you're going to be 620. But you're going to stay 100, 100. And then now you are going to become 38. Yes. So we need to have it kind of like pull out though. So let's do this. We're going to say, don't change that yet. 100, 100. You're going to move to the right. You're going to move like 40 to the right. So let's do 700. Okay. And then it flips 700. So you're going to still show at 700. And then you're going to finish flipping. So you're going to be 38. And then now you're 38, 700, and then 660. I think that should be the card. So the card is beneath this card on this side. This card on this side, right? So this card right here. So it should get pulled out, come out to about here, flip, and then go above it. I think that's what we're gonna do. I think that's how it's going to work. But wait a minute, am I operating on the right image layers? 37. Crap. 37 needs to be the friggin', oh my gosh. All right, 38 is 39, 37's 38. Here we go. 37's 38, 37's 38, 38 is 39, 39. I knew 37 didn't sound right. Knew it didn't sound right. 7's 38, 38, 38. 38, 39, Ooh. 39, 39, and 39. Okay. Now let's give that a try and see what that looks like. Also, cheap viewers at streambo.com. Thanks, but no thanks. Ban. Yeah. Chemistry says, imagine that the government made it longer by 50%. English, Polish, 2 hours. And I have even longer because something I have it even... Oh. I have it even longer by another 50% so I can write Polish for 4.5 hours. But I finish it in 75 minutes. That is impressive that you're able to finish that much work in 75 minutes. I take my hat off for you. I don't have a hat, so I've got a phone case. I take my phone case off my head for you. It was the only thing on my desk that seemed like it would work. I've got a lot of garbage on my desk, but other than that, that's all I've got for a hat. Axel says, oh, by the way, every week you don't take me up on my offer to pay for your copy of Monster Hunter Wilds. I add $10 to your pot. Don't do that, Axel. Don't add $10 to the pot. I will buy it. I will buy it one of these days. Yes, I will purchase it. It is going to happen. Is it going to happen tomorrow? No. But it is going to happen. I promise. There. Had a hair on my cheek, my lip. That was weird. Okay. Let's see. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Of course. I need to go over this way. Game, work with me. I gotta go this way. Oh my gosh. I am so glad that my random gen is working so well at creating fun corridors to navigate, but I would really like it if I could just make it over here. Just let me go over here. Oh my gosh. All right, down, down, over. Of course, I've got one more trap room. Okay, so we'll come down here. Let's see what happens. Plays the animation, yada, yada, yada. I think I might have them fade in. That might look a little bit better. Okay, so if I do attack, it should play that whole animation. So this should slide out, flip over, and slide on top. Let's see what happens. Not the worst thing in the world. It seemed a little weird, but not too bad. I would have lost. Look at that. I would have lost. Cool. All right. So. All right. Well, yeah, I think that is exactly what we need it to do. I just will need to make it so then it'll draw more cards if it's not high enough. Cool. So, oh, I'm also going to do the whole fade in thing. So it shows the image, 0% opacity and 0% opacity. Then it'll fade in. I think that'll look a lot better. Okay, so from here, it does that whole thing. And then we're going to do a check. So we're going to say conditional branch. If game variables dot value, what was it, 501? Is that the value of the card? 501 and 502. Right? 501. Card value. Okay, okay. So mini boss card value. Yes. Crap. I'm gonna need to do the whole soft hand and everything for this guy. Crap. That's gonna be a lot of work. And I only remember that because I remember it being a lot of work for the actual player as well. All right, well. That is very flat. Not great. I was hoping that wouldn't be too bad. I had it last night, but that's pretty bad. Ooh. That was not great. Okay. Let's see. Because we have to take into account all sorts of things. Yeah, okay. First things first, we need to take into account the face cards, because 10 is worth 10, but 11, 12, and 13 all need to be worth 10, because that's the Jack, Queen, and King, and they're all worth 10. So, let's do this. We're gonna do comment, check card values. What the freak is wrong with my spelling tonight? Values, not values. Flesh Dust says, people say the newest Monster Hunter has very high system requirements. It very much so does. And even that, I hear that it is very buggy graphically. I don't know, it sounds like they've kind of been fixing it, but it still is not 100%, unfortunately. They needed to meet their fiscal quota. That's fair. So just change the code of the faces to just be 10 cards. That is true. And that's what I'm going to do. That's the easy part. Well, okay, I shouldn't say it's hard. It's just, I forgot that I needed to do it. I thought that we were basically just about there, so I was just going to set up a conditional branch and be like, hey, is the draw value of this greater than what the player has drawn? If so, then do this, and if not, do this. But yeah, then I realized, I'm like, wait, I do still need to do that, so let's do this. Conditional branch, if 501 is greater than 10, yes. Actually, we're gonna make this more efficient. Because here's what I'm currently doing. Let me show you really quick. So over here, so you draw the card, right? It does all this stuff. So yes, when you draw the card, it sets the card value between 1 and 13. That's what I'm doing with the boss as well. So then if you draw card 1, it then says, hey, is this variable greater than 2 and equal, greater than or equal to 2, and less than or equal to 10, then just keep it at that value. If it is greater than or equal to 11 or less than or equal to 13, set it to 10. And then if equal to 1, set it to 11. So that is what I'm currently doing. But then when we get here to the end, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Whew. I thought I had not done that right. I just didn't update the comment. But then this is where I check for the soft hand and all of that fun stuff. And as you can see, it just duplicates itself again and again and again and again. But we can make that a bit more efficient. So here's what we're gonna do. Okay, save. So over here, basically what we need to say is loop. Do we do a loop? I mean, I guess we could do a loop. It should be fine. It should be fine. Well, yeah, let's do a loop. Let's do a loop. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna say, outside the loop, we're going to say control variables set 911, which is random number 1, set u to 1. Yes. Nope. Set u to 0. Set u to 0. And then we're going to loop, and we're going to say, that's a conditional branch. Yes, so conditional branch, if game variables dot value 500. Wait, then also we're gonna say random variable add 1. Okay, so 500, right? Because 501 is the actual card. So you say 500 plus game variables dot value 911. That way you can say variable 501, 502, 503, so on and so forth. I do not need that other parenthesis closed, right? Nope, I do. I need 3 parenthesis closes. So yeah, so 1, 2, 3 opens, 1, 2, 3 closes. There we go. The Game Owl. Hola. ¿Cómo está? Glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. Glad you could be here. We are working on the mini boss mechanics and making it so that the mini boss can draw their cards and maybe beat you at blackjack. It's coming along. Slowly but surely, it is coming along. So, okay. So we need to say, so 500 plus 911 is greater than 10. So if you're greater than 10, and we also need an else. We also are going to need a monster total draw value. So if you're greater than 10, then basically what we're going to say is script say game variables dot set value of 500 plus game variables dot value 911 set you to 10. So if you are greater than 10, set you to 10, because that means you are either a jack, a queen, or a king, which they're just valued at 10. So set you to 10. And then we're going to say, oh, we need variables for this. Okay, let's see. We're working with mini boss. Okay, values 1 through 10, suits 1 through 10. So then right here, we're going to say mini boss total card value. I believe that should be all we need. So 521. We're going to say then, yeah, so game variables dot set value of 521. Yeah, set 521 to equal game variables dot value 521. Am I doing this right? I don't think I'm doing this right. Set value of 521 to equal 521 plus Alright, I don't think I'm doing this right. How is it supposed to be done? RPG Maker MV script call list. This is supposed to be... Ooh, this is supposed to be... set variables. Control variables. Add. So it's game variables dot set value. Variable ID. Okay, so I was close. I was close. So it's game variables dot set value of 521 to equal 521 plus game variables dot value 500 plus 911. Oof. Okay. Now, if that is correct, yeah, so game variables dot set value 521 to equal 521 plus 500 plus 911. Okay, so that right here should being the key word here. This is going to say if the card is a jack, queen, or a king, then what it needs to do is set it to a 10, and then add that value to the monster, the mini boss's total draw value. Gaming Al says, I love Blackjack. I do too. I'm terrible at it, but yeah, I enjoy it as well, which is why I'm making a game loosely based around it. So it's good times. It's good times. Let's see here. So, okay, so that covers the face cards. And then we're going to say, actually, I guess we don't need to have an else handler. No, we do. We do. Else handler, because if, we then need to say if that equals 1, which means it's an ace. Flesh Dust says he's making a game about Blackjack so he can finally win at it. Shh! Don't reveal my secrets. This is how I'm going to finally feel good about myself playing Blackjack, because if I make the game, I can make it so I always win. So that's ultimately why I am making it. I want to be able to win, okay? Is that such a crime? Sick and tired of losing. If you are equal to 1, which means you're an ace, then what we need to do is set that to an 11, because an 11 means that it is an ace, because an ace is equal to 11, unless of course you have drawn over 21, then it's considered a soft hand, and that 11 then drops down to a 1 to make it so you don't bust. So, set it to an 11, and then we're gonna say 521, it's 521 plus that. Okay, so if all of this works correct, this right here, this loop, should take into consideration if you're greater than 10, then do this. Set it to 10, and then add it to the variable. If you are not greater than 10, check and see if you're equal to 1, and then do that. And then if you are not equal to 1, that means you are a regular card, so you are a 2 through a 10. So all you need to do then is just say, add that value to there. Okay. And then at this point, we can just say, break the loop. For now, we will have this loop through to consider every single card, but for now, break the loop. And then just wait, 999, there we go. Because then we just need to check and see how well it lines up and make sure that it's actually adjusting the variables according. So let's create a new save file. Let's come in here. Let's go find where the mini boss is. I hate that error. And I have no idea how to fix it. So that error that you just saw, it is just for me opening up a menu. If I open it on the exact same frame that it's trying to update my mouse's X and Y coordinates, it'll just sometimes give me an error. I don't know how I'm going to fix it, but I need to fix it before the game is released because I don't want you having an error. Although you're never really opening these menus in the game. So maybe you don't need to do that. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Axel says, if username is Moonwood Games, set hand to A plus Q. That is 100% accurate. Ooh. Should we have like some hidden name? Like a cheat code? Like in some of the old Legend of Zelda games, like if you name your character Link, you get some type of like bonus item or like extra HP. Should we make it so if you name yourself specific things, it's like a cheat code and it gives you specific things? I kind of like that idea, actually. Oh. Okay, I've got like ideas running through my brain right now. I'm like, what if? And I know this is not exactly well, nah. We'll see what happens. But I'm kind of considering, I don't know, maybe if I had something like, maybe if I had something like a Patreon, and if you were a subscriber on the Patreon, you could choose a name that you wanted to have in the game, and you got to choose a cheat that it did, and maybe you could have your cheat put in the game. I don't know. I don't have a Patreon, so I don't even know why I'm thinking about a Patreon, because I don't have one. So I don't know. I think it'd be kind of fun. Maybe for everyone that's here at the ground floor, we could all just kind of chat in the Discord server and be like, hey, if we have this name, it does this cheat, and this name does this cheat. I don't know. We'll see. Flesh just says cheaters never prosper, Moon. Unless, of course, we program cheaters to prosper. Then, and only then, would cheaters prosper. You gotta think about it. Okay, let's see. Room 43. Let's head over to room 43. Crap. That means I need to go all the way over and then up a little bit, and yeah. So over one more. I really need to make it so you can skip past these things again. Really. So help me. If this doesn't actually go up, if I had to be over here to go up, I'm gonna be so mad. Oh, it's not looking good. Okay. Ooh, I was gonna be so mad if I couldn't go up there. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So we stay, and then it flips that last card. No! Why? Oh, JavaScript. Why? No. Oh, that was not the issue I was expecting to have. That was not at all what I was expecting to have. All right, where am I missing one? Here we go. Everyone peel your eyes. Let's see what happens. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Ooh! Well, there's 1. 0. 1, 2, 1. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. Whoa! We gotta add a lot of parentheses there. Holy crap. Okay, wow. How did I do so bad on the parentheses on these ones? That is terrible. All right, here we go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. 0. All right. That should fix that. I don't know how I forgot so many parentheses. That was ridiculous. Ridiculous. All right, I'm in room 58. Where's the mini boss? 27. Of course he is. Hey, there's the exit. Let's see if we can get away from these monsters. 29, 28. Okay, here we go. Zoop, zoop. So if we stay, it should go vloop. Okay, no errors. That's good. Now let's come down here to variables 500-ish. So right now, total card value 8, and we have a card of 8. Well, there we go. That works out. We do need to now check and see the face cards. So let's say you're not randomly between 1 and 13. Let's say you are randomly between 11 and 13. Just gonna check and make sure this actually works. Oops. Of course I want to overwrite my save file. What are you talking about? All right, please be close, please. Oh, of course you're not close. Sometimes with those spawns, it just helps to just have a respawn. 29, 41, that's not too bad. Head to 29. Oh, that was easy enough. All right, so we flip. You're a king. Perfect. So we stay. A loop. And then we go like this. And then we come all the way down here to 521. What crap? What is happening there? Okay. So you're a 13, which is correct because you were a king. But you shouldn't be a 13 anymore. You should be a 10. And then you're 25. How the crap are you 25? Huh? What? What the crap? What's going on here? You're greater than 10, then set you to 10. Okay. That makes no sense whatsoever. None at all. Because this should be like the catch-all, right? Because this is very specifically, it's saying, are you a king, queen, or jack? If you are one of those things, then set the variable to 10. Well, no. That's what, yeah, they should have set it to 10. Yeah, like none of these numbers are adding up at all. It shouldn't go in there because that is then saying if you're equal to 1. I just want to see. So it shouldn't ever flash white or pink. It shouldn't flash either of those. Hold the phone. I actually think I need a break loop in there. Yeah. I think I need to do that. So I believe it was getting stuck and going there, so it added it twice, essentially. I think that's what happened. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done a loop. But I did a loop, and that's what we're sticking with. 22. So I need to go over... Nope. Over this way. Down. And then I think 1 to the left. Nope. 1 to the right. Here we go. Flips. Okay. Which you should be. Come all the way down here. So you're equal to 0. You are equal to 13. Okay, that's exactly what you should be. Cool. So then if we go like this, it doesn't flash at all. That's good. So you should be equal to 10. Why the crap aren't you equal to 10? Okay. And that means you're going to be equal to 13. Well, at least it's not double adding anymore, but why are you not then switching the value to 13? I mean to 10. You should be switching from 13 to 10. So if you are greater than 10, game variables dot set value. Wait a minute. Do I need the extra parenthesis here? I think I may need the extra parenthesis here. That's possible. I always forget how to do those. I think that's right. I think I need the extra parenthesis. That's what it was. Here we go. New game. Save file 1. Yes. Next. Yada, yada, yada. We are in room 30. Where is the mini boss? 25. right, let's see if we can get over to room 25. 25 is right here. There we go. Let's keep on moving. Keep on moving to the left. Get out of my way, monsters. Go up. Nope, we shouldn't go up. My bad. Oh, please let there be a way to go up. No! These things are very difficult to navigate sometimes. Come on, come on, come on! I just need to be over here. Oh my gosh. I love my random gen. I love my random gen so much. But sometimes, it is just out to get me. Like, I literally just need to be here and it just will not connect down to there. This is a very weird looking dungeon. There's the exit. Come on, keep going, keep going. All right, one more. Woo, and then we're at the mini boss. Fantastic. All right. So we attack. Doo-ba-doo. Come down here to 521. You're equal to 11. You're equal to 11. That makes no sense. All right. Okay. All right. How are we doing this? RTG spawn. Yeah, what the crap? You're literally just... So what am I missing? Game variables. Oh wait, we don't need the if statement. We have the if statement working. Then it's just this. And what is different about this one from that one? Game variables dot set value 97. Okay, so if we do 500 plus 911 equal to 10. So I just had too many parentheses? I guess. Well, I'll give it a try. Set it to 11. We'll see what happens. All right, so we are in room 29. We need to get to room 40. Flesh just says JavaScript is punishing you for getting ideas of cheating. It really is. It really is. It's like, how dare you think about gaming the system? To which I say, JavaScript, I truly, deeply apologize. Please just work. I would be very appreciative if you did. All right, so let's come down here to 521. You're equal to 10. You're equal to 10. Sweet mother. I think that finally is working. Okay, so cool. Good, good. Because yeah, it's taking into account card value 1. You are that, so you're equal to that. Fantastic. Okay, so if that is working, now we need to test the ace, make sure that's working. So not a random number between 11 and 13, you're just going to be a random number between 1 and 1. Because that is the ace. That's the ace. So it should just draw aces. Let's give that a try. Going through this whole character creation thing, I may need to turn it off because it is a little time consuming. 59 and we are in 24. If there's one thing the random gen has taught me, sometimes the monster spawn is not actually I don't know. Also, I'm kind of thinking I should just fight the monsters as I go, because might as well. So if I ever have to backtrack, it's a lot easier to just backtrack not having monsters. Okay, so you're an ace, so if we attack, should pull another ace, but it's flashing a lot of times. I have a bad feeling about that. Okay, that is not what we want to see. So if we break the loop here, yes. Where was that other flash coming from? I guess that was the pink flash. We saw the white flash twice and then the pink flash. Okay. Yeah. I think adding the break loop will be good enough and we should be fine there. There we go. Bold Turtle, hello, welcome. Glad you are here. We are working on creating the mini boss right now. So yeah, trying to make it so that you can fight mini bosses as you go through the dungeon. It's good times. Crap, where was it again? 37, that's right. Fun, good times indeed. It absolutely is. How's your day going, by the way? There we go. All right, so we attack. Pulls another ace. There should be no flashes, but that's because I got rid of them. So if there were flashes, I would be very concerned. Okay, so you're equal to 11, which means you should be equal to 11. Fantastic. That is exactly what we want. Yes, that is exactly what we want. Cool. Okay, so just to be safe, we are also going to test just the regular card. So you're going to be equal to a random number between 2 and 10. Right. New game, save file, yada, yada, yada. Next. Bold Turtle says, my day's good. Dreading getting up at 5 a.m. for work tomorrow. Yeah, I feel that. I don't have to be up as early. I've got to be up at 6 a.m. and it's not fun. So I do not envy your 5 a.m. That is very early. Way too early. Ugh, excuse me. Go. Browse the cards. Attack. 9 and 9. That's kind of crazy. So 5 something. Okay, so you should be equal to 9, which you are. And equal to 9. Cool. That one's the easiest one, so it should have been equal to 9. I'm not that surprised that it is, but I just wanted to double check, make 100% sure. So here's what we're gonna do. So instead of breaking the loop, we're gonna say, jump to label, start again. Yes. Yes. And this is the label, start again. Then what we're going to do is say conditional branch. If the variable 911 is equal to 2, and then else. So if you're equal to 2, then we need you to break the loop. If you're not, then jump to start again. You there, put you there, and put you there. So that should run through twice. And then at that point, we're going to jump out of the loop and we're going to check and see if the mini boss needs to draw more cards. So let's just check this really quick. We'll make sure that it's working with both cards. And hopefully, oh crap, I just realized we need to set the draws between 1 and 13. There we go. Cool. HR 35, that is insane. It's the end of my playtime. Levels are also exponential, I believe. I think that sounds about right. The levels are exponential. The fact that you just keep leveling up like this is insane. You are doing absolutely fantastic work. It's a 28, so I need to go up and then over. Up and over. Ooh. At 20. Okay, I'm just gonna kill the monsters. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we should be able to attack. It'll draw its cards. So, with this, it should be equal to, come down here. You're equal to 4 and 6. So then you should be equal to 10, which it is. Fantastic. Okay, so this is where we now need to say, should we do the soft hands first or second? I think we would do the soft hands first. Yeah, I think that's what we'd do first, is do the soft hands. So, conditional branch. We're going to check and see if 521, so the mini boss total card value is greater than 21. So if the mini boss has busted, then we need to check the cards. Man, I feel like there's got to be so much better and more efficient ways to do this. I feel like there is. Let's just get this working for now, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. So we're going to say if you are greater than 21. So if the mini boss has busted, then we're going to check and see conditional branch if variable 501 is equal to 11. So that means, is it an ace? If it is it an ace that hasn't been decreased to a 1? So if card value 1 is equal to 11, then we're going to say control variables set u to equal 1. And then we're going to say control variables 521 sub 10 from its total value. And then basically we would need to repeat that for 502. 503. This is going to check all the cards that the mini boss has drawn, just to see if any of these aces need to be dropped down from an 11 to the 1. So yeah, this is in Blackjack known as the soft hand. So this is all the potential for the mini boss having drawn a soft hand. Okay, so that is that. So then at this point, let's do, we need to have this in a loop. I think we might. Let's add a comment. Soft hand. I think we do need this in a loop, because the general idea is we would need to repeat this until the mini boss is no longer over 21. But I think if we just do it once, yeah, we should just need to do it once and then move on. Okay, so let's do... Man. Yeah, we're going to need to break this out a bit more. Because I kind of want to set this up kind of how the player's card draw function works. Where this is probably going to need to go on a different event page. So that's the soft hand. But it is going to be slightly different. Because then what we need to say is... Because the dealer has to draw if they are less than 17. So what we're going to say is conditional branch, if the variable 511 is less than 17. So yeah, so if the dealer is less than 17, or in this case, the mini boss, if their total card draw value is less than 17, they have to draw again. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, this is where I'm thinking this needs to be on a different page. All right. Yeah, let's split it up now. So this is doing all of the checking the card values. So let's do this. We're going to say control variables, mini boss, stand, execution. Set it to equal 1. So this is if stand and MB execution is equal to 1. I was going to do this initial here. Jesse, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Glad you are here. We're just working on the mini boss right now, trying to make it so you can play Blackjack against a mini boss. And it's coming along. It is coming along slowly but surely. So so it does all of this. So that's flipping the card and all that stuff, revealing that. So then what we need to do is check card values. Okay, so we just need to grab, I believe, all of this. Let's cut that, put that over there. So this is what we're going to need to do for checking the card values. So let's grab that comment. I don't know why I didn't grab it already. Set it to 0. We're also going to set... how are we going to do this? So I want this to loop. Should this loop every time? Yes, let's have this loop every time. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to set the MB total card value to equal 0 every time. And this is going to loop for 10 times. That should actually be perfect. Okay. That should be all we need. So at this point, at the very end, when it finally breaks the loop, then we're going to say control variables, set the monster mini boss stand execution, set you to 2. Copy, paste that. If you're equal to 2, then this is what you're going to do, which is from soft hand down to here and there. Cut that, come over here, paste that, and let's get rid of this wait time. Jesse says, nice, I think I got my mini boss done, but might tweak it a bit. But it was for a platformer, so much easier logic. I don't know about that. Platformer bosses can get really crazy, so I wouldn't necessarily say it's easier logic, because I mean this is just Blackjack. Like, I mean, like, there's a decent amount to it, but it's really not that bad, I would say. So, but that's awesome that you got your mini boss done. Is there, so with your mini bosses, like, is there like extra logic distinction for them outside of like the normal monsters you have in your game? Like, do they have like timed attacks that they do, or any kind of like special abilities that kind of sets them apart? Now this one is based off of ghouls and goblins and just taps the wall and turns around. Fair enough, fair enough. I do really enjoy ghouls and goblins, so yeah, that sounds like a good time. Well, I would almost say that maybe saving, not necessarily for mini bosses, but maybe saving like special and unique attacks and logic and things like that for larger bosses might be better. But yeah, that's really cool. So let's see. So if it's based off of ghouls and goblins, does it function pretty similarly, where like monsters are just kind of like spawning out of the ground and then they just start walking towards the player in like a set direction, and then they just keep walking that way? So far, each enemy has unique movement, but lots of shared classes. I like it. I like it. Well, I think that's a good game to base something off of. I feel like it's enough to where it could be a challenge to make, but not so much that it's going to be overwhelming to try and to get, you know, all programmed in and stuff like that. So yeah, very cool. I like it. All right, so we do this. That's good. And then we do the soft hand. So this is checking the soft hand. So this is checking for the mini boss total card value. So if it is greater than 21, then what we're going to do is it checks all the cards, goes through. So 11, 11, 11, yada, 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 all the way through the rest of the cards. And then it gets to the end after checking. So after it checks that, then we're going to check and see if you are less than 17. So if you're less than 17, then you need to draw another card. So here's where we might actually, okay, let's do this actually. Set this to 2. So you're going to be 2, you're going to be 3. So you need to set you to 3. So then down here, so if the monster has drawn less than 17 cards, which means the monster has to draw again. As in Blackjack, if the dealer hasn't drawn at least up to 17, they have to draw again. So if you are less than 17, then control variables set you to equal 1. So 1 is going to be the new card drawing place. So right here, if the variable stand execution is equal to or greater than 1, this is where it's going to be. Okay. So what we can do is let's do picture easing. This is where it's going to get a little bit complicated, because this is where I have to take care of all the animation and all of that fun stuff. Let's see. Jesse says, yeah, that's the idea. It's sort of a labor trade with a friend. I need to finish so I can get back to the guinea pig game. Fair enough. Sounds like fun, though. All right, I was going to ask, for your boss, are you and your boss using the same deck, or do you have different potential draws? Both are interesting. So here's the thing with the logic in the game. The deck that you're drawing from is technically infinite. So in Blackjack, I believe the standard is you use 6 decks of cards. So technically you could draw a whole bunch of 2s or a whole bunch of kings, one right after another, right? So because of that, so when I looked that up, I was like, okay, if the standard is most places use like 6 to 7 decks, I was like, well, I could still go in, because I could set up a whole deck system where there are X amount of 2s, X amount of 3s, X amount of 4s, and as you're drawing from the deck, it is reducing that number. But I was like, is that actually worth going in and putting in all that effort to create all of that logic, when usually when you're playing Blackjack, you're already playing with so many decks anyway? You could potentially draw up to like, you know, 24 2s? 6 times 4, yeah, 24 2s. You could technically draw 24 2s in a row. It would be an absolutely crazy happenstance to keep drawing that many 2s one after another, but it could happen if you know, they're using enough decks. Because yeah, most casinos will use several decks to, you know, keep from card counting and all that fun stuff. And most won't tell you, but yeah, it's when I looked it up, it said that it was anywhere from like 6 to, I mean, it could be limitless decks. So anyway, so that's where I was like, you know what? I don't think we're actually going to have a set, you know, stack of cards that you're drawing from. I had thought about it, I just didn't do it. Maybe eventually we will implement something like that. So anyway, so yeah, so to answer your question, there is technically no deck that it is drawing from. It literally is just saying, hey, set the card values to a random number between 1 and 13, 1 being ace, 13 being king, and then everything in between. So that's kind of how it just determines the draw of the card. For your style of game, it makes sense not to matter. Yeah, and my next game, I haven't really thought too much about it, but like if I go cards again, I might make it more of an actual deck builder where you are collecting actual cards and putting them into actual decks where that would, you know, well, actually matter. So last time I looked into it, it was like 2 to 6. When I coded my fake casino thing, I did 3 decks, but could have more than I shuffle at like 30% of the deck. Yeah, and that's where I'm like, I could technically put that in. I just was like, doesn't seem to make sense for me. So, but if I were making like an actual casino game, I probably would actually program in how many decks are being shuffled in. So, and the biggest complaint is people complaining that it's not fair when they lose. Exactly. So, you know, people are going to lose one way or another, and I'm just going to say it was completely random. So, anyway, yeah. So, to answer your question, yes. Technically pulling from the same, but the same is just random numbers. All right, so here's what we need to do. When we're drawing the cards, we need to, so kind of like how we have down here, but I don't think I'm going to change the Y position. I think I'm just going to do the X position. So I think the thought is, when it needs to draw another card, we're going to say conditional branch. If the variable 501 is not equal to 0, and no, we're just going to say if 502 is not equal to 0. Yeah. If 502 is not equal to 0, that means that it is on. Actually, well, yeah, let's build it out like this, and then we will figure it out later. So, if 502 is not equal to 0, just says, man, the idea of a oh my goodness gracious. The idea of a deck building blackjack game is interesting, especially because how the odds of busting change so much if you alter the card makeup of a deck. It's funny, I actually did consider doing that. I mean, this was probably about a month and a half ago. Someone commented on one of the shorts that I made, and they were like, oh, is this is this a deck builder where you were actually building out your deck for blackjack? And I was like, that sounds like it would be really fun and interesting, and I considered it, and then I was like, nope. If I keep trying to make changes to how the entirety of the game works, I'm never going to get this game finished. And so I was like, not this time, maybe next time, because yeah, you could make for some pretty interesting builds if you were actually able to build out your own blackjack deck. So, you know, it could work out well, could work out terribly, depending on how you build out your deck. So maybe next time, maybe for Tomb of Versilius 2, we'll do something like that. But for now, yeah, we're just gonna stick with this. It's a big change, but a fun idea. Yeah, and that's where I was so torn, because I'm like, that actually sounds like it would be a blast, but yeah, I was like, way too big of a change. That would put me back way too much. So maybe for the next one. How the crap do I get, like, I feel like I get these little hairs in my mouth all the time, and I'm just like, where do you come from? So annoying. Okay. So if MB card 2 value is not equal to 0, that means we need to do card 3. So what do we do here? We need to say U2. So set 503 to a random number between 1 and 13. And then set 513 to a random number between 1 and 4. Flesh Dust says, I combine my 4 of hearts with my 8 of hearts. If all my cards are the same suit and all even, I can destroy all the cards you have on the field and inflict the number to your life points directly. Sounds like you're just coming up with a whole crazy idea on how to play an RPG with face cards. Which I have done. Oddly enough. I wish I could find the rules, because it was something where like the king, the queen, and the jack were like the hero cards, and then all the other face cards were your attack / defense, depending on the suit. And yeah, I really wish that I still had those rules. I'd probably have to just sit and think about it. I could probably recreate the game, and I'm sure other people have created stuff like that in the past. I highly doubt it's original, but yeah, it was a good time. Yeah, it was basically, so you pulled out the face cards, and those were like, that was who you were. It represented you. So basically everyone had, like, you had, I'm trying to remember how it worked now. I can't for the life of me remember. But yeah, like if you drew heart cards, those would like heal you. I think the spades were shields. Yeah, I don't remember. It was kind of fun though. He's making Yu-Gi-Oh jokes. Oh, well. I don't know Yu-Gi-Oh well enough, apparently. See this? This is Yu-Gi-Oh. Straight over my head. Well, I guess the reference. Because I know Yu-Gi-Oh, I just don't know Yu-Gi-Oh. I play Ace of Spades in defense modes and end my turn. All right, you guys, all right. You make your jokes that I don't fully understand. Scary because he actually follows the rules that time. Fair. Okay, so we need to set card number 3, we need to set the value, we need to set the suit. Okay, so then after that, we just need to actually show the card and all that fun stuff. We also need to move these other cards. So we need to move. Where would we be at? We'd be at 38 and 39. So 38. You're at 620. We need to move you over 40? No, because we need to keep it kind of centered. So you'd be at 6. Let's see, 640 is center. So then 620 would be 20 over. Yeah. So we need to move you to 600. There we go. To move you to 600. And then we need to move 39 to 640. Is that center? Yes. And then come over here. So we're going to set you guys. So 38, 39. I could have literally just swapped those, widened, whatever. And then 40. So then 40. There we go. Show picture you. So we're going to say you show picture 40. Nope, we can't use that show picture. We need to use this show picture. We need to show the picture based on a variable. So you're going to show picture number 40. It's going to be card plus 313 plus dash plus 503. We're going to show you 640, 650, 60, 70, 80, 680. 348. No. 364. 364. Show you at 100, 100, 0. Cool. Then we're going to move image layer 40 to 680. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Let's see. Flesh dust. I like the royal flush. Axel says, so I also made a poker deck card game. This time you play IRL. You split a deck evenly between all players, and you are raid battling a boss someone drew on a piece of paper. Said boss needed a suit to be weak to and to be strong to, so took less damage from spades but more from clubs. I like the sound of it. You can make a deck builder where you get higher numbered cards over time to do more damage. That would be kind of fun. I do like that idea. Diamonds and hearts also did damage, but they dealt bleed and heals the user respectively. I like it. I feel like there's a lot of stuff you can do with just using just regular face cards. It's kind of fun. Kind of a good time. Okay, so this should be the actual animation of the card. So it's setting the new value, plays the animation. We should be good to go. All right, so we would then say control variables set the stand execution to equal 2. So then come over here, do this whole thing, yada yada yada. Check for soft hands. Cool. So if you're less than 17, it would go back. But if you are not, then we need to say conditional branch. If the variable, this should be pretty easy actually. So it literally should just be if, where is the total card value? Crap, where is it? Backpack, dice slot, picked up, backpack slot, dice, load, cards drawn, cards total value. So if cards total value is greater than or equal to, I'm gonna have to double check on this. Who wins in a tie in Blackjack? A Blackjack tie, also known as a push, means neither the player nor the dealer wins. Well, alrighty then. So, there we go. In a tie, nobody wins. Axel says, but the faces and aces are all had unique abilities. I don't remember them all, but the best one for late game was the Queen of Hearts, who healed the entire team for 10. Jeez, that was like a whole... It's a whole battle system you got going on there. I like it. Very creative, very nice. So I guess let's take care of tie first. So if card total value is equal to the mini boss total card value. So if you're equal to that, this is going to be comment tie. And then we're going to say if card total value is greater than the mini boss total card total value, and this is player wins. Then if card total value is less than what the mini boss has drawn, then this is mini boss wins. Cool. So those are all the different things. There we go. So with a tie, we'll just say flash the screen white. If the player wins, flash it green. And if the mini boss wins, flash it red. All right, let's see what happens. Cerulean Oak. Hello, hello. Welcome back to the stream. Glad you are here. How's your day going? Hopefully it's going well for you. Flesh just says, the only thing I know about Blackjack is that if you have a queen and king on the field, you can play a jack of the same suit from your deck for free. What? If you have a queen and king on the field, you can play it. Are you making more Yu-Gi-Oh references? I was like, that makes absolutely zero sense at all. And my brain was thinking so hard. I'm like, what is actually going on? And then it clicked and I'm like, talking about Yu-Gi-Oh again. Why do those keep going over my head so bad? I need to get more familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh so I can at least recognize and not sit here and be like, what is he talking about? I don't get it. Anyway. Ooh, okay. Cerulean Oaks, sorry, Cerulean Oak. You are not plural. Cerulean Oak says, can't complain. I'm also deving it up. Well, sounds like a good time. Glad you're here while deving it up. Yeah, I'm glad you decided to have me as your background noise. I don't know if I'm the best choice, but glad you did it anyway. Okay, so let's test out these card draws. So it should, depending on what happens. So long as whatever it does isn't over 17, it should draw a third card. Let's see if that actually happens. I feel like I need to start having the mini boss spawn closer to the player so I can test better. Maybe. We gotta get to the 11. Man. I have found that it's easier just to kill the monsters as I come across them. Because, yeah, it's not fun to have to backtrack and just retrace my steps and keep walking over monsters. So, okay, so here we go. We got a 2. That's a good sign. We'll probably get a third. We definitely will get a third card draw. So if we go attack, and that should flip that card, and then it should draw a third. Crap. Why didn't it draw a third? Where are we stuck at? So execution is at 2. What page is 2 on? 2 is the checking card value. So what is variable 911 at then? 911 is at 2. All right. Oh, I didn't want to refresh. Oh well, whatever. All right, let's figure out what's going on. Okay, so it was getting stuck on this page. Maybe we just don't need stand on. Okay, so it was on this page. Oh my. I didn't set these triggers to anything. They were set to action button. I'm so stupid. Okay, here we go. Parallel, wait. Okay, yeah. Parallel. There we go. I thought for sure I had done something horrendously wrong with my code. We still may have done stuff horrendously wrong with the code. But we can at least figure it out now because it's actually going to run. Okay, 26. That is really close. 23, 24, 25, 26. So we need to get over here. All right. Here we go. Just says more Yu-Gi-Oh! I do sometimes need people to point that out, but I did get that one a little bit faster, but yeah, I don't know how it keeps going over. Another Yu-Gi-Oh joke. Yeah. There are Yu-Gi-Oh cards called Queen's Knight and King's Knight and Jack's Knight. They can form a Joker monster. Clever. I like it. Another Yu-Gi-Oh joke. There's okay, yeah. Cards. I had those cards when I had my binders. I hated what my friend summoned Arcane Knight. I can negate a lot of stuff if I recall. And then he recalled his message. Message retracted. I'm so happy you liked my new song, Moon Man. It was so good. I was actually going to ask you, and I don't mean to put you on the spot, so I can ask you privately, depending on you can just say, talk to you later about this. But if you are willing, I would love to be able to play a song or two of yours during the stream. I feel like it would fit perfectly with the lo-fi that we've got going on in here. So I don't know if you would be okay with it. I would love to be able to do that. If not, though, that is completely understandable. And if you'd rather say no privately, then you can do that. Oh my gosh, 2 traps right in a row. Okay, this has become a nightmare to try and find. Oh my gosh, room 11. Just get me to room 11. Let's see. Happy you like my song. If you actually make that game FTD, I'll gladly play it. Once I have some gameplay to show, I will gladly share it, and a demo. Very nice. Go right ahead, Moon Man. Thank you. I appreciate that, Axel. Thank you. I make the music for people to enjoy. Well, hopefully, yeah, I know that people will enjoy it if I play it, so that's why I'm like, I feel like if I play it, it'd be a good time. Why am I having such a hard time finding room 11? What the freak is going on with my life? Okay, 6. Wait, that should be room 11. What am I? Oh my gosh. It's 26. Why was I looking for 11? It's 26. I am so smart. I am just a genius. What is going on with my life? I am so sorry, everybody. That's right. That's right. I was looking for 26. When I got up here, I realized I needed to go, so 23, 24, 25, 26. It's right there. I literally just had to go down. You know what? Screw you, green slime. Screw you. Out of the way. I thought I'd killed all the rest of the slimes. What is happening? Okay, there we go. Whew. That was harder than it should have been to get here. Way harder. Here we go. Please let that be a really low draw because I want to be able to test out the 3rd card. Attack. Of course he got a freaking blackjack. But hey, on the bright side, it's flashing red because that means... That's right. The mini boss won. So if we come in here and we check on variable 521, he is at 21. There we go. That is working fantastically. Okay, all of that just to then have to go back and do it again. All right, here we go. We're heading for room 19. Ooh, 21, 2019. Okay, so right over here. Please be good to me, room layouts. Could I please just go to the left and up? Thank you. Okay, draw low. Of course he drew a jack. Please be a 2. What would that be? 20. Yep. He definitely drew higher than me because I only drew 17. Okay, so that does actually bring up one thing. Okay, actually, oh crap, I should have checked to see what the actual, well, no, it had to have been higher than that. So that had to have worked. Okay, never mind. We're good. I was kicking myself because I didn't check it. But here's what we need to do though. I need to get rid of these wait times because I don't want it to wait. I need it to do that. Okay, cool. So let's do this. New game. Let's check this all. Fantastic. Next, here we go. All right. Oh, sorry. I missed your last message, Axel. Specifically, my new one. I love the rain. Yeah, I don't know what it was about the vibe of the song, but like I was listening to it and I'm like, this, I don't know. It was very calming. Like it just had a fantastic vibe to it. So very well done. 100%. Should I get a new spawn? I'm in room 20. I need to make it all the way up to room 59. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. Here we go. We can do it. Let's make this long excursion up, up, and up. Unless, of course, we hit a dead end, then we can. Unless, of course, we hit another dead. Up, up, and up. Here we go. Oh my gosh. I tell you, the absolute worst things that can happen with the spawns when I'm trying to test things happen. I don't know what it is, but it just terrible. I'm just glad someone at all likes my songs. I can promise you way more people than just me like your songs. So yeah, absolutely fantastic stuff. And I'm excited to, do you have anything else in the works? Actually, I guess that brings up a good question. So when you release a song, do you usually give yourself a little bit of time? Because I haven't really looked at like what your upload schedule looks like as far as like how drawn out, like how much time in between uploads is. So, you know, let's say for example with this song, you uploaded this. Do you have something like in the works that you're kind of already thinking, working on and stuff like that? Or are you just kind of like, oh, that's right. Yeah. Your New Year's resolution was 1 song a week. That's right. I remember you telling me that. I don't know why I forgot. And I was asking. Yes. Well, it seems like even keeping yourself to that 1 a week schedule, it seems like your creativity is still flowing immaculate. Cascade was made in 12 hours because of some stuff that happened and ruined a week. Fair. That's why it's kind of bland in my opinion. I don't know. I don't think it was that bad. Bland. Not bad. I don't know why I said bad. I didn't think it was that bland. No, I thought it was good. I liked it. To be fair, I've gone back and I've listened to, because I listened to that playlist you shared with me, and then I've gone back and I think listened to most of your songs, at least for like the past couple months. It's very repetitive. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, especially when it comes to lo-fi. I feel like lo-fi kind of has that, I don't know, secret ingredient or secret, what would be the right word? Not ingredient. It has the ability to be a little bit more repetitive and still sound good. At least I think so, in my opinion. Yeah, I feel like lo-fi and house music, they can be really repetitive, but they still just sound so good. So, I don't know. I liked it. I personally liked it. So, yeah. For whatever that's worth, I really liked it. So here we go. So if we attack... what was that? Why did it do it twice? I mean, I definitely won, because I'm at 19, and they're at 17. Oh, it's because it was having to go back and draw another card, but I only have the one. Okay, that, yep. That makes sense, though. Well, no. That doesn't make sense. Because this should have only gone if card 2 value was not equal to 0. Oh, wait! I am so incorrect in that. That is if card value 2 is equal to 0. No? This is if card value 3 is equal to 0. Oh, I am so stupid. I feel like I've made so many stupid decisions tonight. I am so sorry, everybody. I promise it's gonna get better. I promise. Jesse says, I have no taste in music, so everything sounds good to me. I'm going to have someone help me figure out what fits for my games. That's fair. It's music can be a really tricky one. Axel's Coffee Shop is my favorite. My friend sang it because I can't, but I think Rainy Day Memories is my new favorite. It reminded me of playing Minecraft on my PS3 when it was raining. I love memories like that. When you can just sit there and think back to good times like that. Oh man. And just the way that some things can bring back memories like that. I don't know why this came to, well, okay, I know why this came to mind. It's because you mentioned rain. Sometimes, especially if I'm gaming when this happens, if I'm inside, right, let's say it's like spring or summertime or something like that. If I'm inside and it's about to start raining outside, or it just started raining, it's kind of like sprinkling outside, and if I have the windows open and like the smell of the rain is coming in and I'm gaming, it takes me back to when I was like, 12, 13, 14 years old, something like that, like 20 years ago. It takes me back then to when me and a couple of my brothers, like my older brother, my younger brother, when we would be at home playing Diablo 2, and we had the windows open in the house, and it would start raining, and like the smell of rain would start coming through the house. Because, you know, like my dad was very frugal. He was a very frugal person. So rarely, if ever, well, we didn't even have AC until, I don't know, like 2000. We were a good way into my childhood before we finally even had AC. But even still, rarely if ever turned it on. Same thing with like the heat. Rarely if ever turned on the heat. So basically we're trying to cool the house as naturally as possible. And so if it ever got cool outside, especially if it was like, you know, starting to get into the summer months, a little bit hotter. And so it would be, you know, oh, it's cooler outside. Open up the windows. Let's get some cool air in here. And yeah, I just remember so many afternoons where it would be like, it would be that one of those rare rainy days, because it's pretty dry where I live. And it would be one of those rare rainy days. And so it'd be cool outside. And so we'd open all the windows and that fresh breeze was coming through and you'd smell the rain, and we'd be playing Diablo and killing monsters and collecting bastard swords, and beautiful times, beautiful times. Petrichor smells so good. Petrichor, noun, a pleasant smell that frequently accompanies the first rain after a long period of warm, dry weather. I never knew that's what that was called, but I will 100% agree. It smells amazing. I love the smell of fresh rain, especially, yeah, when it's warm or dry or something like that. Such a good smell. Anyway, there was a very long tangent. Let's see here. Freaking error again. Yes, I don't know. Cannot set property X of undefined. I think it's because it's trying to set the variable according to the mouse's X value. And I don't know, but it breaks the game and then I have to start fresh and it's very annoying. I don't know why. Sorry for that. I was just super excited that you said you liked it. What are you sorry for? You have literally no reason to be sorry at all. Yeah, no, I absolutely have loved your music. You are doing fantastic. I can definitely tell that pushing yourself to make a new song every week is really paying off. Like, I think you've been doing some fantastic stuff recently. So keep it up 100%. You are doing awesome. Well, that is not a good sign to have an ace already. So let's see if we can draw 3 cards. Wait, really? Oh my gosh, that's right. Okay, yeah, so he drew 18, which means he couldn't draw any more because he's already drawn over 17. And then I have a king and a 9, so I've got 19, so I win. Still didn't let me test the whole 3rd card thing, so let's do it again. This is the long, tedious process of testing games, and it is so much fun. It's a blast. Room 59. Oh, well, there we go. One step over. Almost said one step ahead. All right, so 7, here we go. Attack or stand. Okay, there we go. Fantastic. So what is that? That is 15. Yes, so he has drawn 15, but he can't draw anymore because I haven't programmed allowing to draw anymore. But I think that looks fantastic. So fantastic across the board. Well, let's come in here then, and we're going to program card number 3. Or 4. Card number 4. Oh my goodness! Loki! And Raiders, welcome. Glad you are here. Phew, 5, holy crap. Loki, you were just smoking it with your stream, weren't you? That is fantastic. Thank you so much for the raid, I appreciate it. Welcome, glad you could be here, glad you're all here. We are working on a Blackjack RPG of sorts, and we are making it so that there are mini bosses that you will play Blackjack against. So yeah, it's good times. Anyway, yeah, Loki, how was your stream? How'd it go? Hopefully you got some good stuff done. Let's see here. So we're going to say if the mini boss card 4 value is equal to 0, we're going to say set card value 4 to a random number between 1 and 13. Card 4 suit to a random number between 1 and 4. Loki says, I don't have audio as I'm trying to get the kiddo back to bed. Completely understandable. I know exactly how that goes. I was actually a few minutes late to starting my stream because I was trying to put my kiddo to bed, and she was being a little bit of a pill. She's turning 3 next week. Holy crap, she's turning 3 next week, and her new obsession is Pokemon. She is obsessed, especially with like the new like Pokemon trading card game. She absolutely loves it, and basically every second she gets, she asks if we can play it because she loves opening up the packs of cards. So she was wanting to play that before bed, and I'm like, we don't, like, you've already opened all the card packs. I have no more energy to open up more card packs. Time to go to bed. So she wasn't happy about that. So completely understand it, 100%. I'm running the VPet manager currently, but figured I'd bring the stream over here. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you so much. But you're running your VPet manager currently. Okay. Oh. Wait, so you're not done with your stream? I'm confused by what you mean. Let's see. Axel says, oh man, I have missed so many. Ooh, it's a lot of work because to answer your original question, I give myself 2 days after posting. Fair enough. Give yourself a couple days to kind of cool off, warm back up, and get started again. So I have 5 days to make a song, and when it comes to external sounds, like the rain, I want it to be natural, so I had my friend record rain from her balcony. That is actually really cool. I just assumed you probably just found a stock rain sound and went with that. So that's really cool that was recorded by your friend. I like that. Also, happy birthday to Moon Girl. Yeah, thank you. Well, I will tell her, and I'm sure she will say thank you. Moon Pebble, maybe? Yeah, probably closer to that, because yeah, she's turning 3. So Moon Pebble, for sure. Just a little tyke. All right, so now we need to move this over. Let's see. So we need to move image 38 over. Am I moving at 40 pixels? Crap, now I can't remember. This was showing at. This is 20 pixels over that way. No, I move it at 20. That's right. Losing my mind here. 580. This is 620. And then we're moving 40 to 640. Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. 580. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. So you are 660, which means this needs to be, so image layer 41 needs to be card plus 514 plus dash plus 504. You're going to show at 700. We're showing 41 at 700. There we go. Fantastic. And then MB stand execution equals 2. Okay, so that should allow us to draw up to 4 cards. We'll see if that works. We will see what happens. Jesse says Moonchild. Yeah, we can maybe go with Moonchild. Little Moon Rock. Damn, that's so much better. I like them all. I think they're all fantastic nicknames. And they would all fit her very well. All right. Well, okay, so if anyone stuck around with Loki's raid, first of all, welcome. Glad you are here. Really quickly, I'll give you the rundown on the project we're working on. We are making a dungeon crawling RPG where combat is based on Blackjack rules. So first, I'm going to cheat a little bit because we're doing testing. So the mini boss spawned in room 5. So basically the idea is it randomly generates a dungeon every single time, and you navigate this maze of rooms, and you're trying to, right now, you're just trying to fight the monsters, find items, and then find the exit. We are currently implementing a mini boss that will unlock the exit. So you'll have to find the mini boss first, and then once you fight and kill the mini boss, then the exit opens up, and you have to go find that. Combat, again, like I said, is based on Blackjack. Well, speak of the devil, I drew a Blackjack first, right off the bat, so I don't know why I just drew again. Also, normally you would bust to 21. I have increased that so I don't bust as often. And so, yeah. So anyway, so you fight the monsters with Blackjack rules, and I am going the wrong direction. So I'm just going to draw a whole bunch of cards to make sure I can take this guy out. Anyway, yeah, so each card does damage, and they are linked to elements, and those elements are leveled up by these D20s. So you collect the D20 dice as you go throughout the dungeon, and yeah, eventually you will get to a safe room where you can heal, upgrade your spell book, all that fun stuff. I don't think I'm going to show that right now just because we're testing the mini bosses. But yeah, that's kind of the general idea is, yeah, dungeon crawling with combat based around Blackjack, D20s you collect to then go through and update your spell book, and you create spells and all that fun stuff. Okay, so room number 5 is where the mini boss is. Let's come over here. All right, and we'll just go one more over. We'll do our dexterity saving throw and get away from him. Also, the mini boss is very bare bones right now. It's just a black screen with the cards drawing as you're playing Blackjack against them. Okay, so Ace, that is a horrible sign because we need to test and see if the 4th card's going to draw, and I don't think we're going to get to that point because... Okay, cool, he drew a Blackjack. That is the absolute worst case scenario for my testing if he can draw 4 cards, so here we go. Mini boss is in room 55, and we're in room 3. We're going to get a better spawn because that is a horrible spawn. We're in room 3 again. If you're in 55, okay, 28, good. I actually do think it is. Oh yeah, and there's also traps. There's traps you have to disable. that is also in the game. I actually think it is faster just to draw the cards and kill the monsters versus trying to get the saving throw. So that's fun. All right, let's stand. 5 and a 10, so you're 15. Hold up. So you would have been 15. You would have made you 23. So why would you draw a 4th? That shouldn't have happened. Why would that have happened? Come down here and check the variables. Card values. So we got 5, 10, 8, and 10. You are currently equal to 33, which I believe, yeah, that is correct. But you would have been equal to 23 before, so you shouldn't have gone back and tried to draw a card. Okay, so what's happening on this last page that it would have done that? You're less than 17, set you back to that. Else, do this. Okay. That makes no sense. Yeah, you're doing... Oh, that's right. Okay. All right. We need to exit event processing here. Because RPG Maker is a little weird in its event processing stuff. So basically, the issue that we just ran into was it executed this entire thing, right? Because it checked to see, is card 3 value equal to 0? If it is, do all this stuff. And then it set standard execution to equal 2. But the problem with event pages is it then continued going down this way. Even though I told it to go to the, set the variable mb.standExecution to equal 2, which should have taken it to this page, it kept executing the rest of this page. So we just need to say exit event processing, so it just stops here, moves to the next page, calls it good. That is why it drew that 4th card, even though it should have only had the 3, because it busted, and I should have won. I should have won that hand. So here we go. Here we go. That reminds me, actually, do we have a check for that? Do we have a check for if the mini boss busts? So we have a tie. So that is if our draw value and the mini boss's oh my goodness, I cannot speak right now. This is if your draw value and the mini boss's draw value are the same. You tie, no one wins, your cards get retracted. If the player wins, do that. Okay, we need to have the player win if... So 35 and 521. Okay, so 35 and 521. So if game variables dot value 35 is greater than game variables dot value 521. So if you're greater than that, or if game variables 521 is greater than 21. Yes, so the player wins if one of two things. If either your draw value is higher than the monster's, or the mini boss's draw value, or if the mini boss has drawn over 21. So they've busted. And then we basically need to say the same thing over here, just in reverse. So we need to say you lose if 35, so if your draw value is less than the mini boss's draw value, or if... Actually, we don't need to take that into account, because you're not going to bust, because you've already locked in. Yeah, so never mind. It's just that one. We just need to take into account if the mini boss has busted. Fantastic. Let's test that again, and we're going to see what happens. Yes, overwrite the save file. Here we go. All right, so where is the mini boss? Mini boss is in room 39. We're at 22. Let's go up. We're going to take out this monster, and up again. And let's see, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Okay, so we need to go up and to the left. Of course, we can't go up and to the left. Let's go up again and to the left. There we go. Oh. Go. Fantastic. That's an okay sign. I've got a 6 and a 2 and a 4 and a 5. So what would that be? 10, 15, 16, 17, and we got 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, yes, so it's flashing red because the dealer drew higher than us. Not necessarily, I mean, it did draw 17, so that was right on the cusp of them having to draw another card. Yeah, all right, cool. Fantastic. All right, well, let's give this another test, because I want to make sure. I also apologize for the flashing. Those flashes are to let me know if it's a tie, if the player won, or if the dealer won. So they flash based off of that. All right, more testing. Here we go. 57, and we are in 25. We can make it. Of course. There we go. Man, I swear, like, whenever I'm trying to actually get through the dungeon quickly, it just gives me a monster, like, either every room or every other room. I'm like, come on, just let me go. Okay, here we go. Ooh, that is a bad sign. Okay. Well, let's lock in. Of course he got a blackjack. Why? This dude is so lucky with his blackjacks. I cannot believe it. All right, here we go. Room 1. Wow. All right. Fair enough. Axel says, question, the faces of the cards have cuts and stuff. Are they random or are the backs static? They are static. I could make them random, but it would, well, I could, but I can't. It would use extra image layers, and so yes, they are set in stone. So like every 7 has the little cut right here, every 4 has the little indent right there, every 2 has the cut right there. I did think about making, because I could technically make it a little bit more varied, so I could say every purple 2 has the cut right here, but then I could say every green 2 has a cut over here, and every red too has a cut up here. So I could go through and randomize it a bit more. But right now it's just the number of the card correlates to the cuts and the scratches on the card itself. So I may randomize it a little bit more just so it's not as obviously repeated. Yeah, for now that's kind of how I have it. All right, there we go. So why is it flashing between red and green? So we got 19. Yeah, so he busted. I think it's because 2 criteria are met. He busted, but he also has a higher draw value than me. Oh, you win and lose. Yeah, that's pretty sure that's exactly what it is. Yeah. Because it flashes green when I win, and it flashes red when I lose. And so it's literally saying, is his card draw value higher than mine? And then this one is saying, oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna say L's handler and put you in there, so that can't happen again. So special, so very special. Okay, well, I think that is working pretty well. I think it's working pretty well. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna say, let's add one more card. One more. Ugh, excuse me. So if 5 is equal to 0, I'm going to say set 5 value to equal 1 through 13, set 5 suit to be equal to 1 through 4. Let's see, Axel says, the reason I ask is because technically you could already know what the cards are by the weathering if the back wasn't static. Oh, yes. So so with the backs of the cards, they don't have any of like the weathering to them, which may be a little bit weird because we only have one like back of the card image that we're using, and it has 0 weathering. So that way you won't be able to just tell what the card is by the back. Yeah, I hadn't really thought about the fact that the back of the card will not technically match up with the front of the card once it flips. Maybe that'll be weird, but that's how I have it. I have it so that it, so that it doesn't do that. Anyway, so that way you can't really kind of memorize how the weathering is to kind of figure out what that card might be. It could be pretty easy to figure out. Let's see, if there's a shopkeeper, could you also thin your deck? Oh, like obviously you'd be able to buy dice and such. So, what do you mean by thin your deck? Do you mean like make it so there are less of certain types of cards in the deck? Because if that's what you mean, we don't actually have, so it's not actually drawing from any specific like deck of cards. So if that's what you're meaning, but if you're meaning something else and I'm misunderstanding. So thinning your deck refers to removing from the main deck permanently. Okay, yeah. So the way that we have it right now, there is technically like not a deck that it's actually drawing from. So the way that it's drawing the cards, and this is for both the mini boss and for the player, it will literally just so these card values, these are not specifically relating to the face cards themselves. These are relating to each individual card that you are. I'm trying to think of like how to explain this, because the reason why I'm having to do it this way is because RPG Maker is weird. So here, let me see if I can let me see if I can show it like this. It's like you could trade a 6 for a king. Yeah, so the way we do have it set up right now, no, you wouldn't be able to do that. So basically, here's how this is working. So let me go find a monster. Okay, so as you can see, it is drawn card 1 and 2. So yeah, so the variables that we have, so if we come over here to backpack slot, okay, so yeah, so card 1 value is equal to 4, and card 2 value is equal to 4. So when I say card 1 and card 2, card 3, card 4, these are relating to the draw number, not necessarily the cards in a deck or something like that. So card 1 is this. Card 2 is equal to this. And then if I were to draw again, that is card 3, card 4, card 5. And it will then assign that value randomly. So 4, 4, 4, 7, 11. So it's randomly assigning that number. So there's technically no deck of cards that it's pulling this from. It is literally just saying, pick a random card. Like, and there's an infinite amount. So technically you could draw 11 2s in a row. Is how it's working right now. So technically I could create decks and make it so that, you know, you only have 10, well, I guess it wouldn't be 10. You have 12 2s, you have 12 3s, 12 4s, 12 5s. And every time you draw, it pulls one from that deck, yada, yada, yada. And then when your deck runs out, then, I don't know, it either reshuffles or something like that. So we could technically set that up. I just didn't, because I'm like, like, it's like, yeah, could there technically be a time where you draw every single card is a 2 and you have to draw again and again and again and again and again because it's literally just counting up by 2s? Yes, technically, but the chances of that are extremely slim. So I was like, you know what? It'll just be just picking a random number. And yeah, so it doesn't actually draw from a deck and it doesn't decrease any number like that. Let's see. So technically right now you can draw 2 of the same number and suit. Technically, yes. Yeah, because most, so when I was looking this up and it was saying that most, like casinos that do blackjack, they'll play with anywhere from like 4 decks to anywhere from like 10 or 12 decks. Like there's technically no limit on how many decks you can use when playing blackjack. So the more decks you use, the more you can combat card counting. So, oh, Jesse, have a good night. Yeah, we'll catch you next time. Streaming again tomorrow. So if you've got time, would love to see you there. But anyway, yeah, so that, yeah, so technically you could, again, and it would just increase the odds of it happening, or it would increase the odds. The odds of it happening increase exponentially every single time. But yes, you could technically draw 11 red 2s in a row. Technically. Yeah. So let's see. Loki says, okay, I'm here for a short moment. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully the kid is in bed and acting well. So anyway, yeah, so hopefully that answers your question, because a unit that only has cards 4 through 8 would be funny. Yeah, and it does open me up to the possibility of running into issues like that, where it could technically draw something like you saw here, 4, 4, 4. Technically, it could just keep drawing 4s. That is the beauty of randomization with computers. You never really know what it's actually going to pick. Sleeping now, but I think they might be getting sick. Oh man, I'm sorry. That sucks. It is not fun to deal with a sick kid. Not at all. So hopefully that's not the case. I will keep my fingers crossed. 56. That's right. We're going to 56. Because it would be cool with the idea of recruiting the students being the other units to be able to play as them after you beat them. That would be kind of fun. I also am kind of thinking about, I don't know, doing something where when you rescue the students, if they have the ability to like give you quests, or like you can do things for them in the tomb, right? Like if they have specific things, if they're like, you know, because they know the tomb pretty well, right? Because they're trapped in here with Versilius. And so if they were to then kind of be the ones giving you those quests, could be interesting. I don't know. But every student has their own gimmick. That could be a good time as well. I don't know if we're going to do that for this game specifically, just because it would change things maybe too much. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But for now, yeah, I don't know. Because again, I'm like trying to avoid adding too much crazy new stuff, just because I know that anything new that I add is going to increase the development time by who knows how much. So still trying to make it fun, but keep it as close to what we have now as possible. And then maybe looking into, you know, if, again, depending on how well, I guess I keep saying, depending on how well this goes, if I make a second one, it doesn't really matter how great or poorly this game does once I finally finish it and I release it. If I sell one copy and that's it, it's not like I'm gonna hang up the towel and be like, oh, I'm not gonna make games anymore at this point. Like, why continue? No, I'm just gonna know that I have to try harder next time, and that's what I'll do. So yeah, I know that I keep saying, if this does well, maybe in the next one. No, there will be a next one after this one. It doesn't matter whether it does well or not. There will be a next one, and we can apply these things to the next one. So anyway, I should probably stop saying if it does well, because it doesn't matter if it does well or not. I am going to continue making games as a hobby. I mean, maybe if it does absolutely horribly and everyone's like, this was terrible, why did you spend your time making this? Maybe I don't know, like won't live stream the next one or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Axel says, I mean, I'm going to buy a bunch of keys for this game and do a giveaway on stream. That's a promise. I appreciate that. Well then, even if you're the only person that buys the game, I will still consider it a success. Again, and if you're like, if you buy one for yourself and one to give away, I'll still be like, hey, 2 keys sold. I'm happy with that. And yeah. Anyway, yeah, I came to the realization when I was saying that, and I was like, I really need to stop saying if it does well, we'll make another one. Because maybe I won't make another Tomb of Versilius game per se, but maybe I'll just be like, all right, what worked, what didn't work, what can we make in the next game? And yeah, I'm gonna keep making games regardless. So anyway, tangent over. I mean, I'm gonna buy a bunch of keys for this game and do a giveaway on stream. Oh wait, I literally just oof, it's getting late. All right, here we go. Let's lock in and see what they've got. 9, 10, and a jack. So, why did I say 10? So they were at 11 plus 10. Oh yeah, so they got 21, so I lost. I really need this to work correctly. Here we go. So I think as soon as we can say this is finished and tested, then, wow, that is a terrible spawn. Then yeah, I think we can say, well, then we need to figure out what to do at the end of the boss. Oh, we also need to figure out where we're going to put like the HP and all of that stuff. So there's still stuff we're going to need to figure out. But at that point, wow, okay, we're just going for it. We're going for it. We're going to 51. We're going up. Everybody's going up. Axel says, I've been here since pretty early into development, and I love the concept of the game, so I'll for sure buy it. I'm very appreciative of that. And honestly, I mean, there are many reasons why I'm streaming the development of the game. One, I'd say probably one of the biggest reasons is it keeps me accountable. It's making it so that I am actually spending time developing it and not just going, I'll do that later. Because I don't want to get caught in that. I do not want to get caught in the I'll do it later, which I very often do. So there's that. Number 2, it is so much fun to be able to stream this and have these conversations back and forth with people. And number 3, it's kind of my loose marketing strategy to stream the game development and hopefully get people excited. And yeah, because I don't really have a budget for marketing. I kind of don't really have any money for that. Okay, so it does that again. Why does it do it twice? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I just do that incorrectly? 3, 4, 5. I'm over here trying to test this thing, and I did, like, literally all I changed was that and that. I am so stupid. Okay, 38, 39, 40, 41, and 42. Why did I not do this? I just got the perfect draw to be able to test this, and I didn't have it set up correctly to test. Man, we might, I don't know if I'm going to go for another 45 minutes. I feel like my brain is just like not handling things well. I'm almost like, maybe we should hit the ground running tomorrow in the next stream, because my brain is just not firing on all cylinders. Axel says live feedback is so good, especially when making a game. It absolutely is. There have been, like, I probably can't even count now the amount of things that I've been working on or talking about back and forth with people where I had something in my head, and as I was either explaining it out loud to everybody, I was like, this is actually a terrible idea. Or I would be working on something and then someone else would be like, well, what if it happens like this? And it has like taken things to so much better endings. And so, yeah, it is absolutely fantastic to be able to talk back and forth with people live as we're going through. Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. I have loved it so much. So yeah, there's another great benefit to the live streaming of the game development process is, yeah, being able to get that live feedback back and forth is fantastic. All right, so 38, you need to move to, so you need to move 20. Yeah, 20. So 560, 600, 640, and then move 41 to 680, and then 42, show 515 and 505. And you're 700, but you're going to be 720. Move 42, 720. Okay. Cool. There we go. Axel says, I'm the same way. Hell, even talking to yourself can work. It can make you remember things, think of cooler ideas, that stuff. 100%. And as weird as it may sound, because I'm sure this is going to sound weird, I actually think that it was Jesse who pointed this out maybe like a month or two ago. Yeah, it was actually probably like 2 months ago. We were talking, I can't remember what we were talking about. I think I was maybe kind of like worried if I was actually being entertaining as a streamer slash, actually creating the game. And, he's like, oh no, he's like, this is absolutely fantastic. Like you do a fantastic job at like explaining what you're doing and talking about the things as you're going along. So, everyone who's watching can kind of follow along. And I had a realization. I'm like, I feel like I'm only good at it because I'm so used to talking out loud while I'm doing my own game. Like even before I would stream this stuff, I would think out loud so much because it helped me think through what I was trying to do. And yeah, apparently that came in handy because I was just so used to talking out loud about what I was working on, why I was working on it, that yeah, it just kind of lended itself to making it easy to talk about my process while having other people watch. So kind of worked out in the end, I suppose. If you weren't entertaining, I wouldn't set up 9 p.m. alarms for your content. Just saying. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. I don't know. There are some times where I'm just like, I do get a little self-conscious and I'm like, is there any entertainment that people are finding? But I mean, you keep coming back, so I'm hoping that means that there is entertainment. So I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and I am very glad that you're here. So, okay, so we got 5, 3, so 13, 23. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We need to cool with those flashes. I mean, I still want to know what's going on here, so we're gonna add some wait times just to make it so it's not as flashy. All right, just to make it easier on the testing, 2 and 3, 2 and 3, 2 and 3. That should make it easier. That should make it easier to test, just to see if we can finally get that 5th card. See, Cerulean Oak says, oh, sorry, my foot was falling asleep. You got this. Keep making games you enjoy. Scratch that itch. Yes, 100%. And yeah, I mean, I know I've mentioned this before, but yeah, my biggest focus is making a game that I want to play, and this is a game that I've always wanted to play. I've always wanted a game like this, and so I'm like, you know what? I'll make it myself. And then if other people enjoy it as well, then fantastic. But yeah. Priority number 1 for me is making the game that I will enjoy, and then if other people want to play it as well, that's 2 birds with 1 stone. Loki says, heading off to bed. Have a good one. I just realized what I did wrong on my stream and also found an issue with VPET Manager. Plenty of work for tomorrow. Absolutely fantastic. That sounds like a grand time. I love it. I love it when you're either, you step away from what you were doing for just a little bit, and then you start thinking about things and you're like, oh, I should have done this better, or I could have done this, or now I need to do this. So yeah, glad you're able to think about those things, and yeah, hope you have a great night. I know that it's pretty late over there, so have a good evening. Thank you so much for being here, and yeah, hopefully see you tomorrow. Let's see, Axel says, so it's gonna sound stupid, but for colorblind support, you can still have D20s, but make the shapes different, like the pyro is a 20-sided D6 or something. Yeah, I could do that as well, because yeah, I still need to research how color blindness works and how I'm gonna make it so that they are distinct, right? And yeah, I don't know how well I'm going to be able to do that, but yeah, that could actually work super well. Is yeah, just have completely separate shapes for the dice. That way you don't have to be worrying about the actual colors. You can just be like, match the shapes instead of colors. So yeah, I like that plan actually. That would work out super well. All right, so we got 4. Here we go. 4, 3, 3, 3. Wait, I lost? Hold up now. 10, 11, 12. Oh, yeah. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Well, there we go. But it drew that 5th card, and that was what I wanted to find out. So, yeah, even though he got super lucky in drawing those cards, I mean, not super lucky, they're still all 3s, but yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Okay, so we know that works now, which is fantastic. So let's figure out the ending, right? So let's come in here. This is 1 through 13. 1 through 13. And 1 through 13. Cool. Okay. So. And here I was thinking it was a silly idea. That is not a silly idea at all. That would honestly make it so much easier. I mean, I probably still will try and do the colorblind thing, you know, making it so the colors will actually work. But yeah, I was gonna say, even if it doesn't, or even if it does, it would probably actually be a lot better to just use shapes instead of colors. So yeah, I think that is an absolutely fantastic idea. Loki says, I just put something in the wrong area, so it would never actually do what I needed. Of course, it took not looking at it and then returning to go, no, you dummy. That's spoken like a true dev. It is 100% what happens. Yeah, been there way too many times to count. 2 different colorblind settings? That could be, yeah, just like setting 1 and setting 2. Just be like, you know, do you want colorblind mode or extreme colorblind mode where it replaces the shapes? That could work out. Could work out. Okay. So now we just need to figure out what are we going to do in the end. So checks all this, all the soft hands, yada, 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 checks to see. So we've got the tie. In the event of a tie, we just need to have it remove all the cards. And then you start again. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so in a tie, we're going to do... blah, blah, blah. Just to keep it simple, erase picture. Where does it start? Where does it start? Pictures. Card section is 23 through 36. So we can do 23 through 48. Would that be what we would want? Yeah, 23 through 48. All right. Well, that gives us a good start. So let's start over there. Come over this way. Come down here. So with the tie, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Oh my gosh. There we go. I wish there was a better way to just say like, hey, delete image, you know, oh my gosh, delete image 23 through 48. That would be so much easier than doing that, but you literally have to manually go through and erase pictures. There is a way to erase all pictures, but I don't want to erase all pictures. I just need to erase all card pictures. So good times there. Let's see, colorblind mode alters colors. Cooler colorblind mode gives the D20s different cool sunglasses. Shades, that is a color joke. I do like the name of that other setting, cooler colorblind mode. I might use that. Yeah, the accessibility options, that is going to be a bit of a, not struggle, but there is going to have to be a lot of thought that goes into it, because I do want it to be like very thoughtful changes, right? Like, I mean, like I said before, I don't want to just be implementing garbage. So, and some of them are going to change gameplay quite a bit, and so it's going to take a little bit of thought and consideration on how to best approach that kind of stuff. All right, so that's if you get a tie, and then basically we need to come back to here, but also here. How does this start again? So it starts over here. Mini boss, spawning monster. Erase room decor. Dice move, monster animation, card draws. Okay. Cards drawn, stand picked up. So we need to say, so down here with the tie, we need to say control variables. Blah, blah, blah. We need to set variables 501 through 522. So 501 through 522 set you to 0. Also need to set 37 through 47. 37 through 47 to equal 0. And card. Where are the card suits? Card. Okay, yeah. Card value, so 37 through 47. Spells, RTG, room picks, as explored. MB, okay. I guess it's further down. Room decor, room traps, puzzle pieces, layout section, card suit. Okay, so 1050. 1050 through 1060. 1050 through 1060. Man. Okay, and then wait, is that it? 1050 through 1060? It should be all the card stuff, right? Okay, cancel, delete. Okay, so that should reset all the card variables. Now what about switches? We need to turn off stand and then mini boss stuff. So control switches, turn off stand, mini boss mode, and mini boss draws. Okay, now we need to figure out how are we gonna get... I think it's just a matter of when you come into the room, mini boss spawn, their location, showing monster. I think it just turns on draw cards. Oh, there we go. Mini boss draws. Turn on mini boss draws. And then mini boss draws, it does. Oh, those are specifically for the mini boss though. So how do I get the player draws? I do not remember. TK Gamers, welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. It has been a while. Yes. Welcome. Glad you're here. How's life going for you? How's your day going? You look tired. Yes. Yeah, just a little bit. Getting towards the end of the stream. It has been a long day and a pretty long stream, but also a really great stream. So, you know, yeah, it's going well though, aside from just being tired. Okay. So yeah, so how are we doing this? Transition. Move direction. Decor animations, reveal next room, show decor, show exit, add room, POV. Yeah, so if the player location is equal to mini boss spawn. So erase the room / decor. Entering room / adding, okay. Showing monster. Yeah. Turn on spawn monster, turn on draw cards. And then if that's on, do that. Okay. So I guess we could just turn on draw cards then, yeah? Is that all we need is just turn on draw cards? Turn on draw cards and turn on mini boss draws. So maybe we don't even need to turn on mini boss draws. We just need to not turn off mini boss draws. So I literally turn it off there. So just don't turn it off. That's all we need to do. But do we wait? Oh, that's right. The wait is happening in here. Waits 30 frames and then it does that. Okay. So let's give that a try. I don't know how we're going to make it so that we can tie. Yeah, that's not going to work. Because I need it to actually tie. I guess I could just say, I could just broaden this criteria for the tie. So if the card total value is equal to so if MB total card value is less than 17, then do that. else. Okay, so here's what we can do. Here's what we can do. Let's just have it flash the screen here. We're going to have it flash for 120 frames, so we have enough time to get in here. So when it flashes palely with white, we'll know to come in here and make sure that these two variables equal each other. So we need to make sure that 35 and 521 equal each other. Let's do that. Okay, new game, save file, yes, next, yada, yada, yada. Here we go. All right, so where is the mini boss? The mini boss is in room 48. We're at 33, 39, 45, 46, 47. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's attack. Okay, so 35 is equal to 15. So let's make sure this is equal to, well, no. We need to set you to be equal to 521. 521 is 20. Okay, so let's have it equal 20. Okay, so that should give us a tie. So we should see. So this should basically let us redo the whole thing. That's not what I want. So only card draw. Cards drawn. So 34. Is it resetting 34? I don't know if it is. It's not. That's doing 37 through 47. Okay. That could do it. Cards drawn, set to 0. Okay. Well, I think that was probably the only thing that didn't work. Aside from that screen flash. Do we need the screen flash? I don't think we need the screen flash. Well, okay, so it ties. So it does all of that. And then what if we just say at this? Okay, yeah. At the end of this, then we're going to say exit event processing. Okay, here we go. New game, save file, yes, next, yada, yada, yada. Right, and the mini boss is at room 3. Let's go to room 3. I think probably once we test this tying of the mini boss, so long as it actually resets properly this time, I think we might call it there. Okay, there we go. We got 3. So if we attack. Okay. So we've got 521 is equal to 18, so we need to equal our other stack to 18. Crap, what was it? No. Total card value. 18? Is that what I said, right? $396. 18. Okay, yes. Yes. Okay, so this should be a tie. So it should erase all the cards just instantly, nothing fancy, just erase the cards, and then draw 2 new cards, and then draw 2 new cards up here. Okay. And then if I draw, then hold. Well, yeah, it seems to reset fine. I'm kind of concerned. Card section 23. Oh, wait, is 23 and 24 the draw buttons? I think it's the draw buttons. 23 and 24. No, that's 35 and 36. But that also means we need to not erase 35 and 36. 35 and 36. Not erase the draw buttons. Okay, now we should be able to do new game, save file. Yes, next. There we go. Fantastic. Axel says, with how many times you close and open the game, you should make a macro to open the game with one key. I probably should actually do a test play macro. I think there actually is a hotkey. I think it's maybe not. Game test play. Oh, Control R. Well, easy enough. Control R is to do a test play. I should probably just start using that versus what I do every other time, but yeah, it'll probably save a little bit of time. I probably should start using hotkeys more. All right, here we go. So we got 4. There we go. So let's attack. Let's go find what 521 is currently equal to, which is 21. All right, fair enough. Ooh. Let's go make this equal to 21. Go, so it should erase everything but the buttons. Okay, there we go. Yes. So if you tie, it now just resets the whole thing. We will eventually make it more pretty than that, but in case of a tie, it just resets the board as you go again. Sweet. Okay, well, yeah, I think we're probably gonna call it there because my brain for some reason is just very tired. But we had some really great stuff get done tonight. I know it probably doesn't seem like a whole lot because this is a very slow process just because it's a whole new feature and there's all sorts of stuff going on. But on the bright side, we technically have this working. So, you know, I'm right now, what am I at? 15. Let's draw one more. Okay, so I would have busted, but if I do attack, it'll draw. I win! Haha! But that's because I haven't taken into account the whole me busting thing, which still need to do. But on the bright side, the tying is good to go. Yeah. So I still need to take into account. Well, I don't need to take into account the busting because it's literally just going off of that. The other event of the busting, which I don't have set to 21 so that I can test things better. So we'll get there eventually. But yeah, so I think tomorrow we will finish up the player wins portion, which is you damaging the mini boss. And then of course the mini boss winning, which damages you. A lot of that should be basically the same as what we currently have for the other monsters. But yeah, I think what we took care of tonight was most of the custom stuff. Then other than that, we should be able to tap into a lot of the same stuff for the player getting hurt and the mini boss getting hurt. Like literally this should probably just be almost exactly this, just turning on a switch, because over here you have, let's see, monster anim, card, room decorations, player damage. There we go. It's like quite literally I'll just be able to turn on player being damaged. I'll turn that on and it'll do the player stuff. So yeah. Let's see, TK Gamers, sleep tight after the stream. You look very tired. I definitely will be sleeping well after the stream. I am definitely very tired. I will be sleeping very well tonight. Yeah, first have to go make sure my toddler goes to the bathroom so she doesn't wet the bed, and then after that I'm going straight to bed. So Cerulean Oak says, awesome progress, have a good night. Thanks so much, Cerulean Oak. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for chatting. And yeah, we're making good progress. So tomorrow should be better, and then I think we can probably spend a little bit more time making it just look and feel a bit better versus just the very instant, you know, and sudden cutoffs and deletions and things like that. TK Gamer says, before you go, I want to tell you, because of you, I put my finger to the lips when I'm thinking. I just noticed. Really now, do ya? I don't know what it is. It seems to like help me think when I put my finger up to my lips or my chin and stuff like that. So, well, I'm glad that my good influences could be rubbing off on you. So, well, I'm going to apologize for that because, yeah, I know that it can be a weird, I would consider it a weird tick for me, is the whole, you know, me putting my finger to my lips or my chin. So, yeah, sorry that you are doing that now, but I don't know. It seems to help me think a little bit. Just kind of going like this. Helps a lot. Helps a lot. So, anyway, let's see. Axel says before you're gonna go far with this, you're picking up the pace too. Yeah, I feel like every week we get just like slightly faster, and I think it's just because we're getting more in place, and so it seems like things are just kind of going faster and faster. Yeah. It could also be because we're finally past the whole random dungeon generation. That thing seemed to take so long. I don't know. I do feel like we are kind of picking up the pace, getting things done, getting stuff accomplished. Yeah, we're getting there. We're making progress. We're getting there. It's feeling good, and I'm feeling good about the process and just everything about it. So anyway, well, like I said, I think we're gonna call it there. So yeah, thank you everyone who was here tonight. Thanks for all the chats, for all the support. I really, sincerely, truly appreciate it. If I could think of any more words right now, I would use them, but my brain is too tired. I cannot. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And yeah, we will be back tomorrow, same place, same time, for another exciting stream. Hopefully we will go the full 4 hours. I don't think my brain can take another 20 minutes. So yeah, so we're gonna call it here. And yeah, hope everyone has a fantastic evening, or hope you have a great rest of your afternoon or your morning, wherever you may be in the world. And yeah, I am definitely gonna check my DMs before I get completely off for the night. And yeah, it'll be a good time. So hopefully we'll see you all tomorrow, same time, same place, for another stream. And if not, hopefully you have a great rest of your week and a great wherever you are in your day, evening, morning, afternoon, nighty night. Anyway, yes, take care. We'll see you tomorrow. And I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.